Message from NHTSA, Rail Safety. It can be a little frustrating, especially if you're in a hurry or running late, to find yourself at a railway crossing waiting for a train. And if the signals are going and the train's not even there yet, you may feel a bit tempted to try and sneak across the tracks. Well, don't. Ever. To the naked eye, trains often appear to be further away and moving slower than they are, and they can't stop quickly. Even if the engineer hits the emergency brakes right away, it can take a train over a mile to stop. Over a mile to stop. By that time, it's too late, and the result is a potentially deadly crash. The point is, you can't know how quickly the train will arrive. The train can't stop quickly. Even if it sees you, it ends in disaster. If the signals are on, the train is on its way, and you just need to remember one thing: stop. Trains can't. The new normal uniform has a lot of us searching our closets and drawers for men's essentials, like soft knit polos, tees, joggers, and active shorts. Whatever men's basics you need, Mack Weldon has you covered with unmatched comfort and fit. Personally, we put in our order from Mack Weldon. I'm excited to get it because my friends who have got it say nothing but the best about it. Its comfort, versatility, style is good, and the shopping ease and selection is amazing. Mack Weldon promises comfort and a consistent fit with essentials like socks, shirts, hoodies, underwear, polos, or active shorts. From working out, going to work, or on a date, Mack Weldon is for everyday life. Their wide range of customized fabrics can keep up with you no matter what your day looks like. You can also join Weldon Blue, Mack Weldon's free loyalty program. Level 1 gets you free shipping for life, and once you reach Level 2 by spending $200, you get 20% off every order for the next year. And if you don't like your first pair of underwear, you can keep and they'll still refund you, no questions asked. For 20% off your first order, visit mackweldon.com/peasants and enter promo code PEASANTS. PEASANTS. That's mackweldon.com/peasants. Promo code peasants for 20% off. Mack Weldon, reinventing men's basics.
In the beginning, there was nothing. And then there was the Drunken Peasants Podcast.
I gotta get a witness. No!
Say, man. You got a joint? No, not on me, man.
I don't have facts to back this up.
It'd be a lot cooler if you did.
That's true. Sometimes I cry.
Oh!
Lick my butthole, he laughed.
From the strangest corners of the internet, here to bring you opinions of the world from an altered perspective. Here are your hosts, the Drunken Peasants.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Drunken Peasants Podcast, episode 787. We are joined once again by Jeff Holiday and Hellbent. Welcome back, guys.
What's going on?
Not too much. We're live. We're happy to be back after a productive weekend. We're going to get into things really quick. Before we do, check out our sponsor, Mack Weldon. It's really cool to have a new sponsor, and it makes us look good if you go to their website by using our link below. Just click on it, look at it, and if you want a discount on some fine clothing, use our promo code to get a great discount on Mack Weldon clothing. Supporting our sponsors helps support the show.
Try and look as hot as me.
Try.
And I just want to...
We'll try.
People are saying that there was a lot of shills. Shilly the Fridge. I'll tell you guys what. By episode 1000, I'm calling it, the intro is going to say, instead of the Drunken Peasants, it's going to be brought to you by the Dunkin' Donuts. I'm calling it now. We're going for that Dunkin' sponsorship.
I mean, like, look, everybody's gotta get paid. You know, your guys is super easy, super like easy to listen to. Have you guys ever tried to actually listen to the Joe Rogan podcast, like on a stream, like a podcast streaming service?
Yeah.
It's like 20 fucking minutes of ads before the goddamn episode starts. Like, no lie, like 20 minutes. 20 minutes of fucking sponsors. It's insane.
We're working very hard to get to that level.
Yeah, we're on our way. We're on our way. So we're going to go into our first segment, DP Action News, in just a moment here. One last reminder. If you have any basic attention tokens, now's the time to send them our way. Click on the triangle. You probably got some sort of allowance on it. It helps support the show without you having to buy anything, which is great. It's really helped us out a lot. Now's the time for the news segment. Here it goes.
Send those bags to me.
got me so humiliated.
Would you please swing my way?
Dumbass!
Wow. They're laughing at us, at our stupidity.
Nah, we ain't laughing at you, Trump. We ain't laughing at you.
Never.
I mean,
And you better well learn to love it.
Do we have that beautiful statement from hero and COVID survivor Donald Trump?
Oh, I have a few statements from him. There's some great ones, actually. Let me get this
what a
pulled up.
shit show.
Yeah, you know what? Normally, I have to. I'm glad we don't do the show every day because I got to let content build up to fill a whole show. And usually that day in between, or in our case, Sunday and Monday, the news will build up and then we have a whole bunch waiting for us. But now we can't even keep up with it because, the president had a debate shit show, and then the next day he had coronavirus, and then he's really sick, but he's doing his little motorcade waving at the people, and now he's back home. The whole chopper incident and all that, the photo op, him taking the mask off, but looking winded. It's too much to deal with.
He was looking winded before COVID.
Even more so now.
Well, yeah, he's an old man. He's like, what is he, 74?
Yeah, our guy is an old man with Dunlap.
Yeah, I do want to let everyone know that he apparently, while I was setting up this show, Trump's Twitter account got locked because he shared
It's back open.
Is it already?
Yeah. It's already back open.
So he doesn't have to open up the Proud Boy Complaint Department Twitter?
Yeah, how is it that you can get banned from Twitter so many times, but Trump not banned once?
Who?
Jeff.
'Cause I'm a spicy boy.
Spicy boy.
I'm a bad motherfucker.
Jeff did the one cardinal sin. He tried to be liberal without a blue check mark. It doesn't work.
Is this is this kind of like an Onision where he probably didn't mean to dox anybody, but he did anyway, so he got in trouble?
If by dox you mean diddle and by anybody you mean under...
Welcome to the Billy the Fridge Wheelhouse.
Ba-da-da-da-da. Twitter said that it locked President Trump's account on Monday after the commander-in-chief violated company policies by sharing the email address of a New York Post columnist in a chirp.
In a chirp? I thought they were called tweets.
Is this like a European?
Chirper.
Do they call them chirps in Europe? Where the hell does chirps come from? Is it really? Has anybody said chirp before? Have you heard chirp before?
No.
I've never seen it in my
Nope.
life.
I think they're trying to start something new so they can be like, hey, I came up with that. Chirp.
Yeah, I started the chirp.
If anybody uses it, they'll be like, why'd you steal my chirp idea?
Jump on the chirp train.
Chirping
I
is
coined
huge right
a
now.
phrase, I'm the most important journalist of our
Yeah,
generation.
glug, glug, glug to the sperm chirper over here. The social media giant confirmed to the Daily News on Tuesday that the coronavirus-stricken president's account was locked until the post was removed. Twitter's privacy information policy states that users are not allowed to post other people's private information without their consent. The White House didn't immediately respond to a request for comment. A chirp from Trump's real Donald Trump account posted Monday that was plastered over the message, "This tweet is no longer available because it violated the Twitter rules." In his next visible tweet at 6:23 p.m. on Monday, Trump declared, "We'll be back on the campaign trail soon. The fake news only shows for fake polls." Trump has continued to use his favored social media platform throughout his bout with COVID-19. His severe case of the virus landed him in Walter Reed Military Hospital for 3 nights, but he returned to the White House on Monday.
Totally unchanged, too. And I pretty much knew that this would happen, that he'd be like, I got it. I'm okay. It's not that bad. But there was like a glimmer of hope where I was like, maybe it'll change him. Maybe he'll come back and be like, I realized I was wrong.
You think it was about to be what's that?
Like a Christmas movie or something.
What's the one with Jimmy Stewart that everybody watches?
It's a Wonderful Life.
Yeah, it's Trump's.
Mary, I had no idea I had so many friends.
Or even Scrooged. Even just Scrooged. When can we get Bill Murray to play Donald Trump in a movie?
Look, it's fucking weird, man. I did not think when they were gonna release him from the hospital, I was like, there's no way he actually fucking had it. There's no way. But as soon as he took the mask off, I was like, fuck, dude, that dude's messed up. Donald, go back in the hospital. Like, this is fucked
He
up.
absolutely had it. There's no way
Yeah.
these
He
doctors.
still
There's no way these doctors are going to put their career and integrity on the line, lying about someone having an illness when they don't.
Fauci did, didn't he? Wasn't Fauci the one that told everybody masks didn't help?
That's totally different than lying about someone's diagnosis.
Oh, okay.
You can't, as a doctor, be like, "Hey, I examined this person and tested him, and he has a virus," and lie about it. It's, I mean, the most he. Go ahead.
We gotta keep in mind, like, there's no way he's over it. Like these dumbasses like Paul Joseph Watson being like, yeah, Dragon Blood, he's already over. He's conquered the coronavirus. No, no way, dude. No way. He's fucked up right now. I guarantee you, he's fucked up.
Well, just spreading it around's bad. I mean, even if he's feeling better,
right?
Shouldn't they like?
Oh, I guarantee you he's not feeling better. I guarantee you he's fucked up.
Before we watch a couple of Trump's recent clips, I want to show you guys this one thing that made me laugh. There was a Freudian slip by a local news anchor somewhere. This is great. Check this out.
But just today has tested positive. Another member of Donald Trump's inner circle testing positive for cocaine.
Well, I mean, yeah, obviously.
Robert Stone here.
That was me, dude. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's just thinking about his afternoon. What's
Right.
he gonna do after he leaves the office? He's like, oh, I got like this whole stash at home.
He's like, I can't wait to get out of here. He's jumping.
we've been cracking jokes that this is the curse of Herman Cain. This is the curse of Cain, coming to reap what the Republican Party had sowed. Because I mean, like, the thing is, poor ass Herman Cain. Somebody said it in the chat. It reminded me of him. Poor ass Herman Cain. Not only did they take him around to all these rallies, nobody's wearing fucking masks. They got him, and I guarantee
they
you
propped him up. They propped him up, and they're like, "Look, the blacks like us."
Right. They propped him up as a token. I hate to say that, but like,
Herman Cain. Let's be real though. Herman Cain was not a smart guy. He was like he was
charming though. He was a
this,
sweetheart.
You know what? Giving everyone COVID was probably the real 999 plan.
Probably.
Yeah.
No, you're probably right. But yeah, no, and they convinced him the party convinced him to start telling people how masks don't fucking work. Next thing you know, he gets fucking COVID and he fucking dies from it. So now Herman's spirit has come and it is the Reaper. Everybody's fucking got it. That whole White House is nothing but a fucking germ factory. Everybody's fucking infected with COVID. Who knows? It's gonna be like Survivor fucking Island, except like the stakes are you don't fucking die gasping for fucking air. You know, like this is gonna be wild. Who's gonna go away in a coffin? Who's gonna be permanently hooked to a fucking ventilator? And who's gonna magically be able to pull through because they're like huffing vaporized adrenochrome? You know.
I think Trump's already back to business, taking his afternoon dumps in the White House and finger painting on the walls with his doo-doo. He's a good president. He's back.
Somebody's asking if I have facts to back up that Herman Cain's spirit is infecting people with COVID. No, I don't have facts to back that up. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Fake news, Jeff.
I think that was a play on words from our intro because Herman Cain's been immortalized in the DP intro for years.
I know. I'm just fucking around.
Oh man. Here's the video Trump made while he was still in the hospital, and then I'll play the one that from when he got out.
I want to begin by thanking all of the incredible medical professionals, the doctors, the nurses, everybody.
He does look incredibly disheveled here. You know, like his hair doesn't have the usual like orange glow.
He looks like an extra on Walking Dead.
At Walter Reed Medical Center, I think it's the finest in the world, for the incredible job they've been doing. I came here, wasn't feeling so well. I feel much better now. We're working hard to get me all the way back. I have to be back because we still have to make America great again. We've done an awfully good job.
Did he just admit that America isn't great after he's been president for 4 years?
I mean, he can't really say otherwise, can he? No. It's been one of the greatest shit shows I can remember.
job of that, but we still have steps to go, and we have to finish that job. And I'll be back. I think I'll be back soon. And I look forward to finishing up the campaign the way it was started and the way we've been doing and the kind of numbers that we've been doing. We've been so proud of it. But this was something that happened, and it's happened to millions of people all over the world, and I'm fighting for them. Not just in the U.S., I'm fighting for them all over the world.
How?
We're going to beat this coronavirus, or whatever you want to call it.
Whatever. Yeah, he's not calling it China virus now that it's inside him.
I mean, he's literally the most protected person on Earth. And he allowed himself. He didn't have to get the virus. He could have done all of the shit he needed to do remotely. He didn't have to do any of this shit. His failure to keep himself from getting the virus, I think, demonstrates that he is not fit to be president at all. That's how I feel.
I think it demonstrates that he's the type of person to get bit in a zombie apocalypse and hide it until he turns into a fucking zombie.
Then later on he turns on everyone. It's always when their backs are turned to him, too.
That's who Trump is, and he showed us that today.
It's going to be hard telling people that the virus doesn't get around all that easy when you are the most protected person in the world and you get a big face full of it, you know.
Right?
Yeah.
Right.
It's
a good marketing play to like tell people like really just wear a fucking mask. And I just want to point this out real quick. If we pay really close attention, somewhere in this video, Skeptical Jesus pointed this out, and it reminded me they have to edit out a gnarly fucking cough, and you can catch it if you pay really close attention.
Yeah.
Let me know when it happens.
We'll know.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll see it.
Things have happened. If you look at the therapeutics, which
right there.
Was that it?
Right there.
Yeah.
It looked like he was about to puke.
Yeah,
for
he did a
second
little
there.
puke burp, and then they edited it. Watch, go back to it. Let's watch it again.
It's pretty. They did a good job, though. There's not that big of a scene.
look at his little mouth.
The therapeutics, which
Oh, maybe he's got the hiccups, huh? You know, could be a million different things.
He could have the Rona hiccups.
I'm taking right now, some of them, and others are coming out soon that are looking like, frankly, they're miracles. If you want to know the truth, they're miracles. People criticize me when I say that.
Yeah, they're miracles brought to you by stem cell research.
Right.
Thank you for that stem cell research. All those babies that you didn't want aborted saved your life.
Miracles don't require research and experimentation. They just happen.
Sometimes the miracle of life is its death and becoming the vaccines of tomorrow. That's the real miracle of life.
Happening that look like they're miracles coming down from God. So I just want to tell you that I'm starting to feel good. You don't know over the next period of a few days. I guess that's the real test. So we'll be seeing what happens over those next couple of days. I just want to be so thankful for all of the support I've seen, whether it's on television or reading about it. I most of all appreciate what's been said by the American people.
Like us. He
Almost
appreciates
a
us.
bipartisan consensus of American people. It's a beautiful thing to see.
It's beautiful.
And I very much appreciate it, and I won't forget it. I promise you that. I also want to thank the leaders of the world for their condolences and they know what we're going through.
For a second, he's like, I like to thank my other coworkers on the planet for
Nobody called.
I know what, as your leader, what I have to go through. But I had no choice because I just didn't want to stay in the White House. I was given that alternative. Stay in the White House, lock yourself in, don't ever leave, don't even go to the Oval Office. Just stay upstairs and enjoy it. Don't see people, don't talk to people, and just be done with it. And I can't do that.
You should.
I had to be out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
absolutely. He's now had to take 2 doses of remdesivir. I don't know how to pronounce it necessarily, but that is for extremely dangerous cases. Like that's the kind of shit when they're about to put you on a ventilator and they're like, "We're going to try this right before we do that." And they administered that, and they admitted that they administered that to him too. Like he's fucked up. He is not doing good. He is doing bad. Maybe he's starting to bounce back now. I don't know, but like remdesivir. Thank you. Remdesivir. So, but he's not doing good. He's not doing good. Maybe he'll bounce back. Maybe he won't. People of his advanced age, around 74 and whatnot, they could be sick for a fucking month. and he can be contagious for even longer. And this is stuff that we have to pay attention to. We got to be realistic, but they're not telling people that. They want to make it seem like he's got tiger DNA. You know, it's stupid. It's irresponsible.
The way they do that with him borderlines on how they act towards Kim Jong-un in North Korea.
Yeah, it's very
people
North
of North
Korea.
Korea. Yeah, like, oh, he can't get sick. He's immortal.
Well, that shit started when he had his physical, and the physical read that he was like perfect shape, not overweight, and all that dumb shit.
Dude, anyone looking at him can tell he's overweight.
Yeah, he's a plumpy, dumpy doo-doo, and that's one of his bonus points. I love that about him. I love these a big fat.
Front, and this is America. This is the United States. This is the greatest country in the world. This is the most powerful country in the world. I can't be locked up in a room upstairs and...
You can do anything you need to do from the room. You only go out and stand in front of huge crowds to stroke your ego.
Look, guys, I can't do anything as a president from upstairs, even though we literally have rooms all over this White House ready for war that I could go to war in and be protected in. But, you know, I can't really do my duties. I have to write with Sharpies on blank pieces of paper at tables. Huh?
Totally safe, and just say...
Do you remember when Trump was running for president and someone jumped the barricade? Did you see his actual reaction to being threatened?
Absolute terror.
Was it like Shawn Michaels?
Absolute terror.
Oh.
Unbelievable terror. Like he got behind all his Secret Service people, like he was all afraid. That's how Donald Trump. It's all posturing with him. He's actually a coward.
It wasn't like when Shawn Michaels had someone jump over the barrier and the guy missed him, and Shawn looked at him and went,
"No, no."
That was fucking great. If Trump would have done that, I'd have voted for him twice.
Hey, whatever happens, happens. I can't do that. We have to confront problems. As a leader, you have to confront problems. There's never been a great leader that would have done that. So
yeah, you
that's
know,
where
as a leader, you have to make problems so you can then confront them
and then take credit for
made
fixing
a problem in this one.
Yeah,
the entire White House is infected because I like to get up in Kellyanne Conway's face and blow her mouth kisses, cuff on her.
I'm doing well. I want to thank everybody. Our First Lady is doing very well. Melania.
Yeah, she's like
asked
20
me
years
to
younger
say
than
something
you. We'd
as
expect her to be doing better than
the
you.
respect that she has for our country, the love that she has for our country.
The fact that she loves Christmas, despite what you may have heard.
And we're
Sponsored
both doing
by
well. Melania is really handling it very nicely. As you've probably read, she's slightly younger than me, just a little tiny bit. And
yeah. Gross, dude.
Or
Like
just-
no human being talks like this. The way he talks is so fucking Moon Man. It's bizarre. She's
He's trying to
it-
form your opinion for you. Like when he makes that joke, is like, "Oh, my wife just a little bit younger than me." It's like he's thinking what you're thinking. He's thinking what you're thinking.
Right.
Yeah, I actually liked him saying that, and I do talk like that a lot of the time. So you're wrong, Jeff.
Well, that doesn't make it evil.
No, you don't.
Transparent.
I'm very Moon Man.
No, you do not.
Oh.
You do not. You are absolutely a space alien, Billy. I'll give you that. But you don't.
Fair.
You don't talk like a Moon Man. Like
Fair.
you just talk like an alien. Moon
Okay.
Men just get things slightly wrong. Like what's that fucking Kevin Spacey movie?
K-Pax.
Wash your ass, whatever it is. That movie. He kind of talks like that, mixed with like Starman by Jeff Bridges. You know,
Oh my God.
Who says that? Listen, my wife is handling the virus very nicely. What the fuck? Nobody says that.
He talks like a Kennedy.
No,
No, he
Kennedys weren't
doesn't.
even
He's
that
just
bad.
like he's a spitting image of a Kennedy.
First of all, the Kennedys
No,
are from Massachusetts. Totally different accent.
He's just. I meant Kennedy, the MTV VJ.
we know the disease, we know the situation with age versus younger people. And
Age
Melania
versus
is
younger
handling it
people.
statistically
Worst episode
like
of
it's supposed to
Survivor
be
yet.
handled. And
Age versus younger people. Survivor.
that makes me very happy, and it makes the country very happy. But I'm also doing well, and I think we're going to have a very good result. Again, over the next few days, we're going to probably
right.
know for sure.
So there's that one, and then
there was no reason for him to even have the virus. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That's true.
Could have just not touched people. That isn't a requirement to govern. Is to put your face.
He didn't
in other
have to get the
people's
virus.
face.
He's so protected. He doesn't have to commute to a job. He doesn't have to do anything. He could literally sit inside the White House and be safe and do anything he needed to do as president in the meantime.
So conspiracy.
Well, he got in that bunker that one time.
He can
Remember,
control.
He's got a bunker.
He has the literal final say on who's even within like the same room as him.
Conspiracy theory, though. I think he had a vial of the cough on hand, and he broke it after that debate so he can get out of the other debates.
He had it before the debate. To test negative for or to test positive for it the next day, he had to have had it prior to that because it's a test. They're testing his body, his immune response to it. If he would have had it just then at that debate, he wouldn't have been testing positive 24 hours later.
There was also that whole thing. I didn't follow up to see like what happened with it, but like apparently he did not get tested at the debate.
He did not. That was confirmed by Chris Wallace. And the place they had the debate was a hospital. And Biden showed up on time and got tested there. And then Trump was late, but claimed to have been tested on the honor system. You know what? I don't usually get into conspiracy theories, but one thing I have entertained is that he knew he was positive and just didn't tell anybody. And you can't prove what he knew.
Biden. Like,
yeah. I'm gonna kill this motherfucker.
Well,
I don't know.
I'm COVID positive.
Perfect crime.
Gonna have to show up late so I can't get tested.
Here's yesterday.
I just left Walter Reed Medical Center, and it's really something very special.
By the way, I heard he ordered in like an extra take or two of his like triumphant return to the White House. Like they filmed it a couple times.
Really?
Yeah, him like walking up the stairs.
The doctors, the nurses, the first responders, and I learned so much about coronavirus.
I like how he's like, I learned so much. Now it's like, yeah, you haven't had the audience of the foremost experts in the world for the last 9 months on this shit.
But
now you just learned about it?
Ben, I didn't have the time to listen then because I was too busy not giving a fuck. But now when you have it, you have to care.
Right.
This is the worst part right here.
And one thing that's for certain, don't let it dominate you. Don't be afraid of it. You're going to beat it. We have the best medical equipment. We have the best medicines.
This is the worst possible message.
When he says
right
we,
here.
he means the President of the United States and his wife. That's what he means
We're
by
gonna
we.
fight this HIV menace. But don't be afraid. Don't wear a condom. Don't practice safe sex. Swallow all the semen.
This is 100%. This is 100% a let them eat cake moment.
Yeah.
Right.
100%.
Oh, no, absolutely. He's Marie Antoinette personified, right?
100% let them eat cake.
Like this is what, and this one just reconfirmed everything that I had been thinking during this whole situation. Because like the whole thing, Trump has coronavirus. All these people are like, "Good, I hope he fucking dies." I'm like, yeah, I don't really care if people say that. It doesn't bother me.
I don't care if people say it,
but
but I don't agree with them because I don't want President Pence, and it's just going to cause a bigger shit show if he dies.
Sure. But I'm talking like on a moral level. Like I personally don't care what people want to say.
Sure.
But like when he came out and he recorded this and he's like, "Don't be afraid of the coronavirus, you'll beat it." Like 4 days before he got the coronavirus, I was talking to somebody, I was interviewing somebody, and he had to say goodbye to his grandma who died of fucking coronavirus through FaceTime.
Yep.
And like, it's none, that part never got filmed necessarily, but we're talking about this shit. And to look at this guy, and this woman raised him, and the pain in his fucking eyes. And I see Trump say this shit. The first thing I think is, I hope you fucking die. Fuck you. What an asshole. What a fucking prick. And now, like, when I calm down, I'm like, okay, I don't really want him to die. But like, it's hard not to feel those very strong emotions when over 200,000 people. Is it over 210,000 now?
It's up there.
It's up there. Are fucking dead. And he's like, you don't have to worry about anything. Fuck you, dude. That's horrible.
Look,
Families
guys,
are fucking broken because of shit.
Don't have to worry about anything. We have the best doctors at wherever the fuck he was, Walter Reed.
Yeah.
We have the best doctors at Walter Reed, so I'm going to be fine. Don't worry about it, guys.
All
It reminds
developed
me of the anti-vax thing, to where it's like, well, you don't have to be worried about the measles. That's
Oh my God.
old-timey virus. And then all of a sudden it shows up and they start dying.
Just wait until they have a reliable vaccine for this. You're going to hear the anti-vaxxers fighting tooth and nail to keep from having to get it.
It was his plan the whole time to pretend he was anti-vaccine and pro-virus, but then he gives us the vaccine.
200.
It's going to be a tough one for him.
215,000, and we just had a spike today of over 700 people. 700 people in the past about 18 hours.
But those were all people who work at the White House, okay?
Look, if they die, that just means that they didn't fight hard enough. When they're in the hospital bed,
They were
choking to
afraid of
death
it.
on their own phlegm,
They
they
should
weren't
have-
really into
It was the
living.
fear. Fear killed them. They
If
were
they
afraid
wanted
of
to
dying.
live, they should have became president like me. Boo-hoo, I'm sorry. You all had the opportunity.
You're going to beat it. I went, I didn't feel so good. And 2 days ago, I could have left 2 days ago. 2 days ago, I felt great, like better than I have in a long time. I said just recently, better than 20 years ago. Don't let it dominate. Don't let it take over your lives. Don't let that happen. We have the greatest country
Little
in the world.
Chris Chan here in his
We're going
speech.
back. We're going back to work.
This
We're
is
going to
not
be
good.
out front.
COVID is
As your
not
leader,
good.
I
Don't
had
let
to
it
do
happen.
that.
Don't let it
I
take
knew
over
there's
your
danger
lives.
to it, but I had to do it.
I had to
I
do
stood
it.
out front. I led. No.
What the fuck is he doing with his hands? It's so
Playing
annoying.
the accordion.
He always does that.
Playing
He
the
always-
accordion.
He's on a loop, man.
That's what it
Once he
is.
hits a loop, the hand gestures come out.
He looks like he's animatronic. Did they replace him with the Hall of Presidents Trump from
I'm
Disneyland?
going to win the next presidency using my air accordion.
Somebody that's a leader.
There's two CIA guys under him holding the hands up, going, do the hand thing.
What's so fucking gross about this too is like if he took a responsible stand on this, he wouldn't lose any base. Like his base would not be like, oh yeah, well I don't like Trump anymore because he's being responsible about Corona now. They wouldn't abandon him for that. They wouldn't think he's cucked. All he has to do is just not say this. Just don't say this. But the reason why he's doing this isn't even to feed his base. It's to feed his fucking ego. The dude is fucking crazy, man. It's weird.
Do
And
what I
that's
did.
He's a moon man. It's a moon man.
And I know there's a risk, there's a danger, but that's okay. And now I'm better, and maybe I'm immune. I don't know. But don't let it dominate your life.
I don't
Get out
know.
there,
Maybe I'm
be
fucking
careful.
Spider-Man.
We have
I
the
don't know.
best
Maybe I'm God. Maybe I'm God. I don't know.
The
medicines in the
kills in my blood. No
Yeah.
vaccine required. Just drink it.
world. And it
gonna
all
need some
happened very
beaches.
shortly. And they're all getting approved. And the vaccines are coming momentarily. Thank you very much. And Walter Reed, what a group of people. Thank you very much.
All right, so I woke up this morning and looked at my phone, and the first thing I saw was this tweet from Caiden Cowgirl.
Oh, Caiden Cowgirl.
Yeah,
Uh-oh.
yeah. So this was the first thing I saw, and I was like, I every time I see this little worm, I have to respond to him. So I responded, basically asking, like, do the people who caught COVID from Trump get to blame China?
Right.
And see, the thing I've learned with Trumpers is that they can't defend Trump. They can only attack other people to justify what Trump does.
Well, 90% of the whole method by which Trump and that aspect of the right, they operate solely not on trying to boost up and say Trump is great. They try and say the left is crazy. That's how it works. That's their only tactic.
Even if China created the virus in a lab and purposefully deployed it to spread in the United States, it's still Trump's responsibility to be prepared for biological weapons and pandemics and anything he can possibly think of that's a threat to our country. So it doesn't even matter if China did anything. It doesn't matter where it came from. It's here now. And it's the worst here than it is anywhere else. I don't know. I don't know why I have to spell that. I hate getting into Twitter arguments over this too, because you don't get enough characters.
I know. Yeah. Well, I mean, if he had some balls, he'd come on the show and we could tell him all about it.
I tried to get him on. Oh, and I'm just including this because someone else who's actually a fan of the show, he told me he's a fan of the show, and he was like kind of hesitant to get into it with me. But he said, like, blaming Trump doesn't change anything either. No one was prepared for this. If no one was prepared, then Trump is to blame. because we've had pandemics, we've had global health crises, we've had near crises with Ebola and H1N1 and all of this other stuff. It's part of the job to be ready for this kind of thing. It's not like the aliens landed and took over and we're like, oh, no one could have saw this happening. It's like we know what illnesses are. We know how it can fuck with us so badly.
Right, and like the thing is, like, sure, Trump can't control whether or not there's a pandemic. He can't control that a disease happens, but he can control how the country responds to it. Absolutely, that's his job.
Yeah,
that's his whole fucking job.
Yeah, and I would say one of the biggest responsibilities is not getting the illness. When you're the leader of the country and you're trying to take control and make sure that it doesn't get out of hand, not getting the illness is pretty big, and letting people know realistic expectations, not telling people to just dismiss it like it's nothing.
I really think that the most important thing as president in a time of crisis like this is to make sure everybody only gets one $1,200 stimulus check.
Actually, we'll get into that because everything's on hold until election time.
Oh, cool.
So
I heard about that.
Cowger always goes for the, oh, you guys are just a bunch of stoners.
He's not wrong.
Yeah.
I love my tea.
So
I like that Delta 9.
I realize you
Delta stuff is
stoners
pretty nice.
don't actually like putting forth an effort to research facts or do anything for that matter, but it matters that the CCP covered up the virus and infected the world. We weren't alerted of it soon enough, and now we have an international pandemic.
It's hilarious because he pretends to know what we do. Like, I mean, I already know I've accomplished more than Caiden Cowger in my life.
Like,
I already know,
in
like, I
drinking
do
games?
more stuff. I'm just better all around than Caiden Cowger.
You have a red tie and suit like he does, or you dress like fucking Pee Wee Herman meets fucking Mitt Romney? Are you sure you're better than him?
Actually, after you put it that way.
I like Pee Wee Herman.
He looks like a walking, talking ventriloquist dummy. That's pretty sweet.
He does. He does kind of look like that.
The only puppet you look like, Ben, is the drummer from the Muppet Band.
I cannot think of any straight edge people who are all that successful. Really, not too
Not
many.
really.
No.
No.
I mean, most of the ones that like appeared straight edge, or they got some demons in their past. I got a question though. I know this is off topic, just real quick, but I'm curious, who would win in a fist fight, Caiden Cowgirl or Nick Fuentes?
I would buy me front row tickets to that.
I'm going Cowger.
Actually, there's a song that comes to mind.
Ever actually fought somebody in his life the way he handles himself? So I'll go with Caiden because he could have like a lot of anger built up.
There's a song that comes to mind when I think of that. You know what it is?
Hmm.
Bitch boy, slap fight.
Yes, bitch boy slap fight, absolutely.
Yeah.
You know, I'm gonna go with Nick, only because
How
I think
tall
he's
is
got-
Nick and how much does he weigh?
Nick's 5'7",
he's-
weighs 140 pounds.
You don't even know that, but he does
I know
look
everybody's
like
height
it.
and weight.
Him standing next to the
He is very
15-year-old
short.
girl and not being much bigger than her, kind of.
I saw him stand next to Catboy.
Catboy's ripped though.
Yeah, ripped and 6'1", I think.
See, my money is on Nicky the Knife having some secret musculature that we don't usually see, because it's only the kind of muscles that he gets from like plowing Catboy ass, right? I don't think he has any.
I think he's the one
practical fighting
getting
skills.
plowed.
Oh yeah, he definitely.
I don't think he has any practical fighting skills. I just think he has spurg rage.
Nick
and,
the Stick is
like,
the one getting impaled
Like
in his
Spurg
anus.
Rage versus Boomer Rage. So you got the... How old is this other guy?
Caiden,
21?
they're about the same. They're about the same age, early
It's
20s.
that.
Um,
Since I got out of high school, now I know everything type person. Couldn't tell
Well,
from the tiny
Caiden-
profile picture.
Caiden knew everything before he was out of high school.
Caiden got popular because he was like a kid that wanted to be Rush Limbaugh,
Yeah.
and he was like, he got on the Young Turks or something somehow. He was like, Obama's making kids gay. That was like his first big.
Oh, I remember that
He was.
guy.
He,
Jesus.
they knew him as Rush Lil Bra.
Yeah, Lil Bra.
Lil Bra.
I mean, it's a good way to get in touch with like a younger demographic, but I really don't know anybody that's 21 years old that's like, oh yeah, I understand how the global economy.
I don't
and
know
everything
anybody
works.
named Caiden that's not a little bitch. Sorry, Caiden.
I made the
That's also
point
true.
here that he blames everyone else for the mess Trump has. He did it here too. Here's a hint. It wasn't Trump because we didn't have
president forgot to order a supply of ventilators? Here's a hint. It wasn't Trump.
Trump forgot to order it when the pandemic first started and waited until people started dying to get it.
Yeah, was Obama supposed to order the ventilators for a 3-year in, and Trump just forgot for 3 years?
Yeah, he has that magical DeLorean, you know?
Hey, Obama forgot to order ventilators, so we don't have to worry about it. No big deal.
Didn't Trump shut down like a pandemic response team that Obama created?
There's conflicting info on that. I know that at least parts of it was dismantled. I don't know if it was the whole thing or not.
From what I heard, he shut down that department and replaced it with Herman Cain.
So, like, is Caiden Cowger even doing YouTube videos anymore? Because his YouTube channel is dead.
He has a newspaper he's running. Like a news rag.
Washington Reformer. Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, my YouTube channel's dead. Don't bring that up.
Here's so like I pointed out to him that he blames everybody else, and he where's that thing that he did? Right here. He basically says Trump doesn't need to be defended because he implemented a warp speed operation to get a vaccine and instituted a travel ban.
Okay.
I want to hear the details of this when the vaccine comes in. I want to see like how the president personally intervened and helped these medical companies get all the materials they needed to make a vaccine, especially if it fails.
It seems like he put more into hydroxychloroquine.
I'm glad they didn't use it on him.
Caiden hasn't. It looks like Caiden hasn't even put out an article on his website in like 3 weeks because he doesn't actually own
he lives with his mom.
This is just a website. This is just like a blog made to look like a newspaper. Like the number one trending news article is Cowger launches the Washington Reformer 4 months ago.
The number one article on the Reformer is that the Reformer is being launched.
Yes, absolutely.
Well,
if you're way into politics, wouldn't you like engage in your own blog? Because that's basically what that sounds like.
I wonder if he's this is so great. I mean, his Facebook page for it only has 700 people liking it too. Man,
I basically told him, you know, if this happened under a Democrat president, I would have basically the same position that I have on Trump. And he's like, and he's like, and whereas he would be calling for their head, you know. Could you imagine if Obama
said, Obama comes out and says, "Oh, you know, you just have to feel better about yourself and think positively."
Could you also imagine if Obama got caught paying hush money to a porn star that he fucked? Like,
but how much could he really pay that guy?
These morally, like Caiden Cowger's a big time Christian. He's like an evangelical Christian. He would not look the other way if someone from the other party.
That sodomite Barack Obama.
Right.
Paid Lexington Steel $140,000.
Good choice
to go deep in his presidential anus.
Yes.
Yeah. I like how you went to homosexual black on black ebony love.
I mean, that's the rumor, right?
Beautiful.
Yeah,
I wouldn't go around telling people Barack Obama was a homosexual if other people weren't saying it. I'm a follower.
I can tell you Barack Obama has good hygiene. He shook my friend's hand and then he wiped his hand off on his khakis.
Yeah.
He was
everything else
that friend's very filthy.
They didn't make a big deal out of that.
Hey, life accordion to Trump. This is grand.
Honest, I think if he did have something, they would have released it. They would have been glad to release it. I don't want to take advantage of something.
Dude.
I have something that
this might be
I don't like
my first Trump-related boner of the day. This is so
great.
good.
The way that looks, but I would be able to do that if I wanted to. I'd be the only one that would be able to do that. If we wanted to, I just don't want to because I think that would be a conflict. We're doing them a tremendous service by doing it. We are going to build a wall. And
we're going to build a wall.
People would go crazy. I don't blame them for what's happened. I don't blame them for taking advantage of the United States. I wish our politicians were so smart. I had my meeting. Nobody knew. Not even Rona.
Not even Rona.
Executive assistant.
His executive assistant's name is Rona.
I guess. Yeah.
She has a coronavirus too.
Fortuitous.
Yeah, it's no like legit. Rona has
got the coronas.
Rona got the Rona.
Yeah.
Oh no.
I was telling you guys before the show started that we need to stan our queen Claudia Conway, who not platonically, she's only 15, guys, who has been dropping truth bombs. She is now the CNN. She's given us dispatches. Despite her mom losing her shit, she's been revealing White House people infected with coronavirus on her TikTok. So Claudia Conway, I salute you. You are a queen.
We love her.
For
We
years.
love her.
She didn't know. I didn't tell her. And that's because we have no defense. That's because we're run by people that don't know what they're doing.
That's beautiful. I love it.
That was my favorite thing.
Yeah.
Because of our last episode, we had a lot of Nick Fuentes fans.
I like to say they're Drunken Peasants fans now.
Yeah. They're great. They accused us because we dared say Nick Fuentes is a piece of shit for making teenage girls cry at the mall. We were accused of being simps to teenage girls
every day.
Oh,
like
we
what?
just simp for Kellyanne Conway's daughter. We're
Are most
simping
of
for
his viewers
teenage
also
girls.
Teenagers.
You know why we
seems
simp?
a little young. Like, are I like to see his analytics, is what I'm saying. I want to see who watches this Nick guy. Is it like 34 to 60 to primary voting age, or is it like 12 to 21?
The one thing that most of Nick Fuentes fans say to us is they try to invalidate what we say.
Guys.
Oh God.
We are more prepared for a zombie apocalypse than a COVID pandemic. The US government actually has a playbook for a zombie outbreak. Also, great job to Jeff on the last 2 Sargon videos you uploaded this week. He's so dumb.
Jimbowski, grazie.
I appreciate that. You're one of the rare people who's actually subbed to my second channel. Appreciate you.
But yeah, they always take a jab at us because we don't have as big of an audience as Nick Fuentes. And it's like, okay, so I'm supposed to be upset that I don't have a bunch of white nationalists watching me?
I'm upset.
Like,
if you had to have higher numbers than everybody else to be happy, then only one person could be happy. That's just an inherently stupid idea.
If
I've had a big viewership, it didn't really make me any happier than I am today.
Right.
Didn't
Were
really
they white
change my
supremacists,
outlook
though?
or my opinions. It's just that's the kind of sycophantic, like, cock.
he's the
choking
biggest
stuff
streamer
that-
on D-Live. How dare you criticize
If
him?
I-
D-Live, the place where all the white nationalists go when they get banned from YouTube? Oh, no!
If I wanted a lot of white nationalists following me, I'd make an OnlyFans shoving bananas up my ass. Because that's what white nationalists love.
I'll put it this way. Like I find Nick's comments and his positions like detestable and gross and whatever. But like at the same time, I gotta put some respect on the man for him and his little fucking Zoomer army. How much they managed to piss off people like Ben Shapiro. It's pretty incredible because you got people yes, I am actually kind of standing a little bit for Nick Fuentes in this. You know what? Cancel me, bitch. But like you got people like Ben Shapiro who will spout off all fucking day about free speech and free speech and free speech. All voices should be able to be heard. And then you got Nick showing up with his buddies.
But why do you
like,
think they have a problem with Ben Shapiro?
But Jeff.
Yeah, of course. But you know,
Jeff.
at least
They'd be on his side otherwise.
Jeff.
Yeah, of
Jeff,
course.
Jeff. Nick Fuentes came after Ben Shapiro directly. Cardi B did more indirectly by making a song about her wet pussy.
That's true.
So I think
I think
Cardi B gets the major points here.
Oh yeah, of course. No, fuck Fuentes. I'm just putting a little bit of respect on the man for being a pretty epic troll.
Pretty epic.
Whatever. He blocked me just because I said, "Hey, how's Catboy?"
He's a pretty epic anti-Semite.
He's very sensitive, but when it comes to pissing off right wingers, I approve. I approve. Everything else, he sucks. He's terrible.
I'll give you this. He pissed off Ben Shapiro.
And Charlie Kirk, TPUSA, he fucks with those people super hard. Better than any lefty does.
Because the enemy of your enemy is not your friend.
All my friends are my
but he's
enemies.
entertaining. But he's entertaining.
Is he entertaining?
No,
I've never
he
watched
just-
anything entertaining from him.
When he-
Yeah,
when he
never.
makes-
The
when he makes
Catboy
Charlie-
video was pretty funny.
Okay,
It
that
was
was
pretty
entertaining.
funny.
Never mind.
And,
the Catboy.
and when he makes Charlie
was
Kirk
Catboy.
fucking shit his pants at a little like
whatever.
fold up table on a
You're
college
a-
campus, that's
You're a
entertaining.
slave to your own
Okay.
biases.
No, I'm not mad at
Jeff.
that. I'm not mad at that. I would love to enjoy Nick Fuentes sometimes.
Here's,
I don't, but I would love to.
here's,
Oh, no, I don't-
here's the governor of New York responding to Trump's comments about not being afraid of COVID.
I think the president has an opportunity that he is missing, and I think he has an opportunity to do a public service, and I think he's right now doing a public disservice. To say to the people of this country,
Could you imagine going to elementary school with the last name Cuomo? Damn.
Oh, you'd be done for. There's no way. You just had to like lie to everybody and cover your sheets up and be like, no, please
My
call
last
me by
name-
my first name.
My
Principal.
last name was Maggot growing up, so I understand.
me, don't worry about COVID. Look how well I'm doing. First of all, this is a funny disease. We hope you're doing well, but the disease still hasn't run its course, and it's a little premature to say, I'm doing great. The average person gets COVID. They don't get flown by helicopter to Walter Reed Hospital and have a
don't?
team of 20
Then
doctors.
why was Trump thanking Walter Reed in a statement to America? If the average American doesn't get to go Walter Reed, why do they deserve thanks in a
Funny how
statement
that works.
to America?
Fucking soldiers that have had their legs blown off don't get the treatment Trump got.
Hold
at
up.
Walter
Are you
Reed.
telling me that Trump left the hospital in his home to go to another hospital? And he didn't thank the home hospital?
Right.
He has a hospital in his home. Do we have a
dollars of
hospital in our
medical
home,
count.
Ben?
Attend to their needs, receive experimental drugs that haven't been available to the public.
Hell yeah.
And are administered just to the
shit.
president under compassionate care, right?
I'm the
Public
president. I can have all the new drugs before they're released.
Yeah.
Service point of view, don't be
We
afraid
got
of COVID.
Vicodin,
Yeah, hook me up. Hook me up with some of
acid
that.
that you wouldn't fucking believe.
Super Vicodin. Oh my god.
Do you think that we have the technology to bring people back to life, but it's so
No.
rare that we don't know about it yet because only the super rich can have it?
No.
Yes.
I think so too.
No,
I believe
be
you, Billy. It
afraid
sounds right.
of COVID.
Thank you, Hellbent.
It
Stop enabling him.
can kill you. Don't be cavalier.
Hey, look at this guy.
This
He's
is
probably
just
a robot.
more denial. This is where it started. And you know, the president, God bless him, he tells you where he's going. We know that when COVID started, he knew how bad it was going to be, and he just lied about it. We know that he had the White House memo done by Peter Navarro that said millions of people could get infected, and he just lied about it.
Yeah. So. Here's the news story about Trump. People have been waiting. How many months since the last stimulus? When did that come in? March, April?
Like 4 or 5?
I think
Hey,
it
I would
was
say April.
May. It might have been April. Might have been late April.
Yeah. So
Like
they're not even
fall,
going to keep talking about it until after the election.
In a move that stunned Washington and Wall Street Tuesday, President Donald Trump put the kibosh on negotiations with Democrats over additional economic stimulus for a nation reeling from a health crisis with millions of Americans unemployed.
Yeah, and here's the Dow Jones Industrial Average after that was announced.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
So,
In a series of tweets, Trump wrote, quote, I have instructed my representatives to stop negotiating until after the election, when immediately after I win, we will pass a major stimulus bill that focuses on hardworking Americans.
if he loses, he'll still be president for a few months.
Right,
So, like,
right,
is he just
right.
not
But
going
you
to
know-
do it as payback for people not electing him?
Yes.
Well,
this
that's
is
such
literally
bullshit.
fucking This is blackmailing the American people into fucking voting for him. And this
I mean,
fucking
I
great.
could understand if negotiating with the other side, they put the bill together and they like load on a couple
Blackmail,
things he
sort of.
doesn't want. That happens all the time. But to announce is like, I ain't doing shit till you give me my fucking votes. That's kind of harsh, man.
Donald Trump is based in red pilled.
and small business. The decision to back away from talks came as a surprise. There were many who thought Trump's hospitalization last week due to his COVID-19 infection would make a deal more likely. But one day after his release from the hospital, that appears not to be the case. Markets quickly tumbled on the news, with the airline sector particularly hit hard. Airlines have already started laying off tens of thousands of their employees and are begging for additional financial help to offset the plummet in air travel caused by the health crisis. But it's not airlines alone that need help. Hours before Trump ended the talks, Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell told a group of business economists that more stimulus from the federal government is a must.
I mean, Christmas is coming up. That's like the biggest consumer thing we have every year. It funds a lot of the economy. You might be surprised. Last time I looked, anyways, it was a significant part of people just clearing through their money, making sure it doesn't stay all pent up, taxes and all that. So
sure. So I mean, if you want to be able to afford to get kids that Xbox, that PS5, you better vote for Trump, I guess.
No, if you want to get your kids a PS5, go date a rich, old, lonely white woman. She'll buy it for you. That's what rich, old, lonely white women are for. PS5s. If you want an Xbox, obviously you have a job and you can afford your own Xbox. But if you want a PS5, just go sleep with a rich, old, lonely white woman.
So, you already got yours pre-ordered then, yeah?
2.
Yeah, where'd you get your pre-order from? Was it your neighbor's wife, or
Evelyn
was it the librarian?
And Claudia Snodgrass. They're sisters.
Okay.
The Snodgrass sisters.
Well, if you know anybody who can hook me up with the pre-order, I will throw all the meat.
What?
I know a couple of old ladies missing teeth and they walk with a gimp leg. They had
And
some
they work
pre-orders.
for Sony?
They had some
All
pre-orders on record because they knew they were going to need someone to slide in. So they pre-ordered like 5 or 6.
I'll fucking throw a hog and some dusty old fucking poo nanny for poo nanny for a fucking Valve Index. I'm down.
A Valve Index?
Yeah.
What is that?
Yeah. That's like the
Big
Valve
boy VR.
Yeah, the big boy VR headset.
Are people
About
fucking
$1,000.
for Valves now?
I will. I'll fucking I'll bang some dusty old bitch for a Valve. Yeah.
Yeah, I could see that.
I guess they want. There's a debate coming up between Pence and Harris, and they want to have plastic shields, but Pence doesn't want them for some reason. I don't understand. Is it if they're seen taking the virus seriously in public that's a sign of them failing?
This is the first time in history that Pence has actually wanted less division between him and a woman that wasn't his wife. This is amazing.
Well, if they don't put forward an image that the virus isn't hitting us as bad as it did at the start of the year, that is to say, that a lockdown isn't necessary, they can open up businesses again. Everything goes back to normal, kinda. Dow goes up, tax money comes in. That's good for them. So if they show up and they are wearing full PPE with a shield in front of them, it doesn't really put forward the idea that things are getting better. I guess, anyways, or maybe they just want to give their opponents the virus. Maybe they infected all themselves with the coronavirus, and they want to show up to every debate and just
take them out.
Or the other person.
Breaking news, the Vice President's Chief of Staff, Mark Short, has just said that the Pence team objects to a plexiglass barrier being installed for both Pence and Senator Kamala Harris at tomorrow night's first and only vice presidential debate. CNN's Ryan Nobles joins me now. Ryan, just to make it clear, it is the Trump-Pence White House's own reckless behavior that has caused the White House to become a hot zone. And Pence has not been quarantining, even though he should be, according to medical experts. And now they're objecting to the idea that Senator Harris wants some sort of safety on the stage?
That's exactly right, Jake. The
That's
Harris
exactly
camp
right,
asked
Jake.
for this provision.
What's why? Is it just the optics? Is that why they don't want it? Do you think?
I think so. Yeah. I mean, it's real basic, easily that if that barrier is down on Pence and then up on Harris the entire time, they won't even have to watch. They can just see a screenshot and go, well, I know everything I want from this screenshot. I don't have to watch a debate or nothing.
After the debate between the two presidential candidates last week, which of course President Trump shortly after that debate tested positive for the coronavirus. So they thought that additional precautions should be put in place here in Salt Lake City for the vice presidential debate. Among the things they asked for was that the candidates...
I wonder if they're hoping that if she just doesn't agree to do it without the shields, they can get out of having to do it and then blame her for it.
It's like two good things for him there.
I don't like Kamala, but if she shows up to the debate in like a full-ass biohazard bunny suit from like the movie Outbreak, I will have infinite respect for her after that. That'd be great.
Be separated further apart than what was originally planned. They agreed to that from 7 to 12 feet. And then the Harris campaign also asked that both the...
I don't like her, but I don't like Pence more.
I like her more than Biden.
Yeah.
I like her more than Biden, yeah. Yeah.
Wasn't she like a lawyer, like a prosecutor? She's got to be better at debating than
for
Pence.
California.
I think Pence was like a like a conservative talk radio guy at first, and that's how he broke into politics. I don't think Pence is going to do well against her. She probably has some tactics.
Pence is the Caiden Cowger of old people.
They have the same hair.
Vice president and the senator have a plexiglass barrier in front of them to separate them even more. Now, the Pence camp said they had no problem with Harris having the plexiglass barrier around her. What they object to is the vice president having that same plexiglass barrier. Mark Short, who is the vice president's chief of staff, telling our Jim Acosta that they don't believe that there's any additional safety benefit to having that plexiglass barrier put in place. What we don't know at this point, Jake, if it's going to have any impact on whether or not this debate is going to take place.
They should put a gigantic plexiglass barrier directly in between them, and then make them walk up to the barrier and have a stare down like it's a fucking prison
It's
visit.
almost like a hockey game. They're like looking at each other.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
It's crazy.
They should wait for the debate to start, then just drop the barriers on top of them.
Steel
let them know
cages.
They can't leave until the debate.
They have to come in wearing hockey gloves and then throw their hockey gloves on the ground and start pounding at each other.
They should each have to carry a hard-boiled egg in their butt cheeks and hold it there for the first 10 minutes of the debate.
Now it's getting kinky.
Now I like it. This is
yes.
Here's a quick one. A Pittsburgh man dies after confronting bar patron for not wearing a mask indoors.
Did the bar patron kill him, or did he have a heart attack?
We'll see, but
he dies. How did he die?
You know what?
We're gonna see some
people.
murder? This is
I agree.
awesome.
I agree with wearing masks, but you don't be the mask police. If they don't have a mask on, don't go near them. You know, like get away from. Don't lecture people who aren't wearing masks. Just get away from them.
Well,
they're
What's
idiots.
the scenario they're going to be? Are they going to be so like moved or terrified by you that they're going to go dang and then pull a mask out of their pocket and put it on and cry? That's not what's going to happen. You're going to get in a big public fight.
Well, the
It's gonna
CDC
annoy
says
everybody.
don't.
Right.
The CDC says don't approach non-maskers. Stay away from them.
Right.
So
Also, they might have the virus, so why would you get near
A
them
retired
anyways?
steelworker originally from Pittsburgh died after confronting a guy at a bar who wouldn't wear a mask. And now the death of 80-year-old
Was that the
Rocco
dad from the Wonder
Sapienza
Years?
at a bar near Buffalo.
No, the dad from the Wonder Years has been dead for years.
So that's not him.
No. Why would the dad from the Wonder Years be on the news?
He
And why
looked
would the
like
dad
him.
from the Wonder Years? No, he doesn't. Doesn't look like
Doesn't
him.
look like the dad from the
Investigated
Wonder
as
Years?
a homicide. The DA there says Sapienza got into an argument with another regular at the bar, 65-year-old Donald Lewinsky, who didn't have a mask on.
Is
The
this
DA
Monica's
says Lewin-
papa? That's Monica. He's at her wedding.
Does kind of look like her if she was.
What's on that dress?
A bit.
If she was way
bigger.
more into fast food, yeah.
A little bigger.
He shoved Sapienza
Big
onto the
chunkus
floor.
over there.
Now Sapienza's family here in Pittsburgh is
So it's a 65-year-old killing an 85-year-old in a bar.
remembering him as a Marine who stood up for the little guy.
Dan Loria isn't dead. Why would
He wasn't
Dad
afraid to
Wonder
call
Years
somebody out for
absolutely
being
still alive.
stupid, you know, for acting.
He should have been. He'd still be alive. I mean, like, the guy's an asshole and shouldn't be killing people for criticizing him for not wearing a mask, and he should be wearing a mask, but you shouldn't be, I mean, just, like, avoid it. Like, there's no reason to.
Stupid.
Or just even hitting the elderly, even if you're like kind of going on in years too, like punching somebody over like 50 or 60 years old. Like, you know, they're not really good at fighting, right? Usually.
And then how'd they become so old?
If you knew my
By
father,
not
that's the
fighting.
Right.
kind of guy he was.
Oh.
And my father could hold a conversation with anybody. He was a very friendly man.
Which
The
critic
DA
is this guy on
says
YouTube?
he believes Sapienza is the first person to die in the U.S. after a physical confrontation over wearing a mask.
The guy, the dude, Dan Lauria, who played the dad from the Wonder Years, is not dead.
No, I said the dad from the Wonder Years is dead.
Yeah, Jeff
he
just
died
said
on the
he's
last
not
episode
dead.
of the. No, the dad from the Wonder Years. He died on the last episode of the Wonder Years. Duh.
That's a character.
Oh.
Yeah,
yeah, I just did a Billy the Fridge.
Ben, I was
you say
talking-
something ridiculous, and then people go, "That's not how it is." Oh.
Yeah, wearing a mask. That's what I thought.
Am I fucking high? What the fuck is happening?
Jeff, you're fucking high.
Jesus Christ.
You're fucking high, Jeff.
Damn, you guys.
What's the trouble, brother?
What's the trouble?
He died in the last episode of the Wonder Years. Do you guys remember that?
I don't remember that.
I fucking swear to
How'd he
God.
die?
They don't say they. At the end, they talk about what ended up happening to everyone, and they say like he died a year later. I can't remember what's happening in the last episode at the end.
Remember when
Is
John
he, like-
Goodman died at the end of
Yeah,
Roseanne?
they brought him back, and it was all a dream.
That was so good.
That's the weirdest thing ever. Or no, it was the other way around, right? Like she divorced him in the show, but then in the end they revealed he had actually died, and she had
Yeah.
created this fantasy world in her brain where
The last
she won.
season.
She won the fucking lottery and was
Yeah.
all rich and
she
shit.
was coping with the death of him.
Yeah.
The last season was all like a
That's
weird
next level crazy.
But then they brought back Roseanne 20 years later, and he was still on the show. It was great.
I met one of the actors from the Wonder Years, the sister, because she
Which
used to,
sister?
the blonde one.
Which blonde one?
Kevin
Sarah
Arnold's-
Chalk?
I don't know her name. The blonde. He only
Becky.
had one sister in the Wonder Years.
Oh, Wonder Years. I was thinking from Roseanne.
No,
Sorry.
I said the Wonder Years.
I don't remember him having a sister.
Karen.
For
He had
some
an
reason.
older sister.
Karen. Oh, Karen was great.
And she
She was a hippie girl.
Yeah. I saw her at a Star Trek convention because she was on a few episodes of Star Trek.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
I remember her now. Okay.
She's actually British too. Like she does a pretty good American accent.
I'm surprised you haven't had a Skype call with the brother from Wonder Years yet.
Fucking British. Disgusting.
You don't like British women?
No, I didn't
This
say
is
that.
another. Jeff's a slave to his biases.
Whoa.
He could go to the UK and have a perfectly good time.
Are you slave
I
shaming
don't know what
him?
you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about.
Why is Ben slave shaming you?
Now to that
'Cause I like
monster
to
storm
shame
threatening
slaves.
millions along the Gulf Coast. Hurricane Delta
That's
exploded
why.
into a major Category 4 hurricane overnight. CBS's Lonnie Quinn joins us now. So,
So-
Lonnie, when do we think this could make landfall?
I didn't know that they started naming hurricanes, Alpha, Beta, Delta, whatever. But so they're on Delta now. Is Delta the third?
Delta is it Alpha Beta Chi or is it Alpha Beta Delta?
Chi.
I thought Chi was the C.
Look,
She
mo-
is a
more
C.
important.
D is the
more
fourth.
More importantly than that, but the sister from the Wonder Years was also the princess in Conan the Destroyer.
Yeah, she was. Yep. She had a lot of roles. She'd been in a bunch of movies and stuff, and she was on. There was a Star Trek episode where she was a Q.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Yeah.
Oh my god! I thought that was like, oh my god! No, holy shit! I know exactly that episode.
Yeah, that's why she was
Wow.
at that. I went to the big convention one year in Las Vegas, and that all the prominent actors were there. Everybody.
Wow.
And she was there too.
Yeah, they realized they were naming the hurricanes after racially ethnic insensitive names. So they
Are you serious?
They changed it. They said they wanted to start naming them after things that everybody hated, so they started naming them after fraternities.
Beta. Wouldn't that be crazy if Hurricane Beta destroyed Jesse Lee Peterson's house?
Yeah.
I know it already happened and it wasn't anywhere near
That'd
his
be
house,
amazing.
but how could he,
If only he bought property right where it happened like
Yeah.
the day before. Damn it.
Amazing.
Amazing.
Here's a cool video montage. It's Trump contracts COVID 4 years after mocking Hillary Clinton's pneumonia.
Damn.
Yep.
Here's a woman. She's supposed to fight all of these different things. And she can't make it 15 feet to her car. Give me a break. Give me a
You can't walk down a ramp.
break.
Give me a break.
I got really high because I was doing dabs right here. Holy shit, man!
Why you dabbing, Ben?
My dabs look like almost like crack too. Like
got
I
little crackers?
Yeah, that's it. It's like that does kind of look like some flaky.
Wow, look at Ben smoking crack rocks live on fucking.
She's home
YouTube.com.
resting right now. She's getting ready for her next speech, which is going to be about 15 minutes, and it's going to be in 2 or 3 days.
Exactly 4 years later, news broke that Trump had contracted COVID-19. An illness he has implied only impacts people who are already unhealthy.
They're old. It just attacks old people, especially old people.
I love the picture they use of him.
With bad heart, diabetes, or some kind of a physical problem, a weight problem. Isn't it wonderful that I'm a perfect physical specimen? It's so great.
But you need stamina.
All right.
Isn't
Man,
it great?
This is a fucking roller coaster ride. This episode, I almost feel like I should smoke some weed.
Dude, do
Why
some
is it a
crack
roller
like Ben.
coaster ride? I don't know what you're talking about.
Ben's on crack.
I'll
He's
just go-
having a roller coaster ride in his mind.
I feel like Ben's trying to gaslight me at this point.
He is, yes.
Like,
what are you talking about?
It's the crack. Jeff, don't question it. It's the crack. Roll with the punches. He's on crack.
You got.
You can't reason with them. Once the crack takes hold,
Yeah.
they're like an animal.
The crack takes hold.
Yeah, my favorite thing is Ben's about to suck my dick for another rock. He's on Pookie levels of crackhead. It's advancing really well.
Pookie levels. All right. Did you guys hear the Melania leaks?
Yeah.
I did. I only barely got a chance to listen to it. Have you guys not listened to it yet?
Not really.
And
Not on the show.
I think the leaks are perfectly fine.
Let's see.
They say I'm complicit. I'm the same like him. I support him. I don't say enough. I don't do enough. No. Where I am, I'm working like a ass. My ass. I know.
I'm working like a ass.
You know, who gives a about Christmas stuff? and
Yeah, who gives a
decoration, but
fuck
I need
about
to do
Christmas
it, right?
stuff?
Yeah, but correct.
Okay, I agree with her there. I don't
Yeah.
give a fuck about Christmas decorations either. So.
Who gives a fuck about
Christmas?
You have no choice. And and then I do it, and I say that I'm working on Christmas, planning for the Christmas, and they said, "Oh, what about the children? That they were separated? Give me a break."
Okay, you know what? I'm still okay with it. Yeah, I'm still okay with it.
Are they,
I'm okay.
What children are we talking about? The children that are separated from their mom because they have to, like, Melania.
Oh, I don't
Melania
know the
and her
context
kids?
of this. I just say fuck Christmas. I'm not a Christmas fan.
The children that are separated from Epstein Island. Like, what separation are we talking about?
If she's talking about, I mean, like, yeah, you shouldn't make light of children in detention centers.
Is
at
that what
all.
this is?
Is that? They don't even give us context here.
Oh no,
I don't know.
Where they were saying anything when Obama did that?
She's got a point there.
Oh my God! Yeah,
She's got a point there.
See, there it is again. What about Obama? What about Obama? What about Obama?
He was just as evil as we are.
Well, like, yeah. You know, if someone else doing it doesn't make it okay for you to do if it's a bad thing.
Jeff left the room right now because we have Melania's face frozen on screen. You could see a ton of Barron Trump in that face.
I don't wanna.
Barron Trump is half Melania, half Trump. Look at that face, Jeff.
Oh no, I'm going to the bathroom.
She got Barron Trump face. Oh my gosh! If I put Barron Trump and her together in between Donald Trump, I say he looks more like Melania than Donald.
When I look at Barron, I see about a quarter Melania and about 3/4 Trump, and a little bit of interbreeding there.
You really think that Barron's inbred? When's the last time you've seen an inbred specimen that was 7 foot tall at 12 years old?
Kentucky, and they were helping their papa with the moonshine.
But that guy was blue. You're talking about the Kentucky Blue Giant.
I don't know what that means. I
There's
don't know
the
what that
Kentucky
means at all.
Blue people. They turn blue because of inbreeding.
All I'm saying is that Barron Trump is a freak of nature, and Donald desperately wants to fuck his daughter. The timing kind of works out. Kind of works out a little bit. I mean, I can neither confirm nor deny. I'm not throwing no shade, but it's disgusting.
I feel like Jeff, and you're gonna probably disagree with me. I feel like you just want Trump to have fucked his daughter and made a baby with her.
Oh no, there is nothing I want less than that. There are few things in this world I want less than that. Oh boy.
Fair.
I cannot go. I was trying to get the kid reunited with the mom. I didn't have a chance. It needs to go through the process and through the law.
But here's my thing. Hear what you just said. But instead of that, if your messaging, you were so loved.
They would not do the story. We put it out. They would not do the story.
I'm telling you.
You would not believe it. They would not do the story because they would not do the story because they are against us because they're liberal media. Yeah.
So what was the story? We tried to reunite the kids, but we couldn't? That's a good story. Hey guys, we tried.
Yeah.
We were totally ineffective, but we tried. News at 11. The Trump family tried to do something good. Didn't work. News at 11.
Hey, look, we tried. We're just completely and utterly incompetent. YOLO swag, whatever. It's fine.
If I go to Fox, they will do the story. I don't want to go to Fox.
I don't want to go to Fox. I'm not pathetic. I don't want to go to Fox. Everybody at Fox is stupid. Everybody at Fox is dumb. They still fillet my husband. They give him the big suck over there. I don't want to go to Fox. I want CNN to tell everybody that we tried and failed.
Cool in front of my West Coast friends.
Yes. I want to be able to go back to Hollywood one day.
Yeah.
I never really expect anything out of the First Lady, but, I can't really stand listening to people that are that wealthy cry all day.
People don't
like me.
I expect great things out of the First Lady. Like her 7-foot-tall, 11-year-old baby boy, Barron Trump. That's great things that come out of the First Lady.
I can say
she covered for that mutant to come to term. I'm sorry, I shouldn't say that. No, actually, no, I don't care. It's fine.
Oh my God, Jeff. You can't pick on baby Barron Trump. He's the greatest son in the White House in 40 years.
No, I don't care.
Oh my gosh.
I don't care.
I don't care. He brought being a boy back to the White House. Jack Jr. Jack Jr. was the last boy living in the White House. You believe that?
Is that true?
Yes.
No, that is true. Yeah,
it's
that
true.
Is actually true. That's interesting. Weird.
He made masculinity as a boy cool again in the White House. It's been a lot of vaginas the entire fucking 40 years. Except Jackie Jr. 70 years. I don't know how fucking long it was.
When will this war on Christmas end? Could you imagine if Michelle Obama said, who cares about Christmas stuff and decorations, but I have to do it, right? Could you
imagine a war on Christmas would end if Christmas was killed, right? That works.
There was that one statement that leaked to Michelle Obama where she was like, nobody celebrates Kwanzaa, and the Republicans got so mad that they started celebrating Kwanzaa. That was amazing. That's when I knew they were fucking trolls.
Imagine what they would say on Fox News. Could you imagine how they would accuse her of hating Christianity and taking the voters in the heartland for granted and being an out-of-touch liberal elite and hating God? We would hear about it from September to January. And the fact that you won't hear a single peep from Sean Hannity or Tucker Carlson or Judge Jeanine or Laura Ingraham.
Well, it's because Melania already knows she could take her story to those guys. She doesn't want to take her story to those guys. We just heard it in her own words.
Yeah, she wants to be on the she wants to fight on somewhere besides her home turf.
She's like, so just for once, I want to hold Anderson Cooper's warm, cock-filleting hands and speak into his big gay eyes and say, I want the liberal love. That's what she wants. That's all she wants.
Maybe have somebody who's out to get her fire a shot and she can deflect it and look all smart.
She just wants Wolf Blitzer to hold her fucking head in his arms and pet her goddamn head, whisper in her ear, it's all going to be okay. You're back on the blue side, baby. It's all she wants.
Though. It'll never be okay.
It's all she fucking wants. She's one of us. She's a liberal. She hates Christmas. She blames Obama for the. Well, no, that's. I miss Obama.
Goes to show
I
that
don't
it
think
was
she has political views. I think she just wants people to like her, which is
Literally every woman
somehow
ever.
worse.
Every woman ever wants people to like them. There's been 3 women in the history of the world that didn't want people to like them. Fucking Anne Frank, Helen Keller, Amelia Earhart. That's it.
all empty pants.
What's up?
I was gonna say Glenn Close. Glenn Close doesn't give a fuck.
Glenn
who
Close
likes her or
definitely
not.
wants people to like her. Definitely.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't think she needs anybody to like her. She's fantastic on her own. Who is this fucking guy?
Oh my gosh, this guy here is fucking Brian Tyler Cohen.
He's your waiter.
He's the BTC. They call him the Bitcoin Goin. Brian
and a
Tyler
cherry
Cohen. He got the Bitcoin growing. Big money. Always rising.
Entering and complete BS. But
she's the hottest first lady ever. Is that not enough for history? Stabby, she is probably the hottest first lady ever, but she is not going to be the most revered. Jacqueline Onassis Kennedy will always be the one you want to take home and put a fucking bullet in her head. That's not it. Is it?
No, you almost had it.
Yeah, I was trying to sound really cool.
You
Boy,
almost made a JFK joke, but you accidentally shot Jackie O.
yeah, no,
That's
totally
not
Shot
how
the
that
wrong
went
person.
down.
I gotta go back to the grassy knoll and rewrite that one.
I was celebrating Kwanzaa just a second ago.
Oh yeah.
What?
I hope you had a happy Kwanzaa.
What? What?
Are you
What?
gonna finish? Are you gonna finish the joke or what, Ben? God damn it!
What joke?
You know what joke? You know exactly what fucking joke. Say it. God damn it!
I don't know what you're talking about.
We've moved on.
I'm not making a joke.
We've moved on. It's just- Let's just go to the next segment.
Man. I guess a teacher was running a fight club at a
What?
school.
What?
It says
That's cool. I like
substitute
Lead off
teacher.
with this one?
Substitute teacher in Montville, Connecticut, was allegedly running this fight club at the high school.
Can we get into it?
See the teacher hanging out?
Whoa.
Hanging out.
Hell yeah. Learning life skills.
Get him, yeah!
This seems a lot more predatory than I thought it would be.
Everybody's having fun.
Can we pause?
It's already paused. That's all I got.
Why the fuck does he have 2 Minecraft characters fighting each other?
They can't show their faces because they're minors.
No,
the only
this is-
person they showed was a teacher who wasn't a
This
minor.
is just footage from Minecraft Steve and the new Smash Brothers.
Yeah.
Pretty sure of that. This is fucking, and he's fighting the Enderman here.
Is that why they called them miners? Is because
They're Minecraft characters, yeah.
As soon as you're old enough to pick up a pickaxe, you had to go work in the mine.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just smoked weed, dude. I don't know.
You tied a good bow around the Minecraft joke. I liked it.
I'm glad.
I am not flopping tonight, Stabby McHugs. You guys are fucking boomers. You don't get my hip, cool references about Minecraft Steve joining Super Smash Brothers. It's not my fault. These guys look like Minecraft characters, and you're too fucking old to understand that. Don't call me out for being hip and relevant.
You're still old whether or not you're into stuff young people are into or not. It doesn't change your age.
No way, dude.
And when people do it specifically to feel younger, I think that's more pathetic
Ben,
than actually being into it.
Age ain't nothing but a number.
Your favorite artist. R.I.P. Eddie V. Sad day.
Guitar legend Eddie Van Halen died of cancer today. Few could match his speed or his influence to an entire generation of guitarists. Here's CBS's Jamie Yukas.
I don't even necessarily want to watch the whole thing. I'm just sad because he was
Yeah, it
badass.
sucks.
Oh yeah, he played the guitar solo and beat it.
Yep.
Yeah, man. I probably can't even play most of this because there's just a bunch of music in it.
Oh yeah, you're gonna get tagged, but
Yeah, fuck it. Fuck
well,
it then.
He got really far for what it's worth.
R.I.P.
Yeah. All right.
Hey, Van Halen, not Van Hagar.
Whatever. It was all Van Halen to him because Van Halen was in the band, right?
That's just my favorite Joe. One of my favorite Joe Dirt quotes.
Oh, is it?
Full of quotable lines. Remember when Joe Dirt thought he was fucking his sister, and he found out she wasn't his sister, and he had her pretend to be his sister so he could still get off? What a great film. David Spade's best work, hands down.
It's up there.
We are going to pause for a word from our sponsors. We will be right back in just a moment. Shit!
It got me so humiliated.
People are discriminating against wolves.
Wow. They're laughing at us, at our stupidity.
And you better well learn to love it.
The following is a message from NHTSA Rail Safety. If you're ever stopped at a railway crossing and the signals are flashing and you don't see a train or it appears to be moving slowly and you're thinking maybe you could get across the tracks before the train comes, think about this. Even if the engineer sees you and applies emergency brakes right away, it can take a train over a mile to stop. Over a mile to stop. By that time, it's too late and the resulting crash will be deadly. Stop. Trains can't.
Yeah, that's an an especially creepy public service announcement from NHTSA. Don't get killed by trains, guys. That's not the way to go. Shit, my program is like locking. Oh, here we go. There it is. Yeah. Right. All right. And everyone use that as an opportunity for a quick restroom break. I see.
I just leaned back. I'm having fun.
Yeah. Me too.
Yeah.
Me too.
Sounds like it.
Everyone watching, please give this stream a like if you could, please. We'd really appreciate it if you would do that. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. That would be super wonderful.
I'm even going to ring the bell this month. I'll ring the bell.
Ring the bell?
Yeah, I'm ringing the bell.
What bell?
The bell. Like you subscribe and the... Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, it is. It's real cool.
I'm a little bummed nobody in the panel tonight or in chat has addressed the fact that I'm dressed like a thick dick picnic.
Well, I didn't want to, address you or anything.
Wait, what was going on? Oh, man. What do we got here? Let's do this. This is great.
As I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I take a look at my
Triple H
life
is
and
not looking
realize
so good.
there's none left, 'cause I've been
What did he
brassing
do to
and
his
laughing
hair?
so long that even my mama thinks that my mind is gone, and I never met a man.
He's wearing a DX shirt.
We're about to get DMCA takedown for this rendition of
because it sounds
Julio.
just like the real version.
Yeah.
That
Guy just like came crawling, kicking, and screaming out of a portal from the 90s.
it. He be treated like a punk, you know that's unheard of. You better watch out, you talking, or where you're walking, or you when
Is this
your home
Piss
is...
Jericho?
Piss Jericho. I like that. Piss Jericho. This is bad. Rev looks like Rev looks like the kind of guy that you buy meth from on the side of the fucking highway on the coast.
He looks
You
like
know?
if Tim Curry was playing Reese Witherspoon.
Ow! Ow!
Yeah.
Ow!
Like this guy, this dude's like on the side of the road with a box full of kittens. And you pull up, and you're like, "Oh, my kids love kittens." He's like, "Yeah, I bet they do." And they start playing with the kittens. He's like, "Yo, you want to buy some fucking meth or what?"
Who was the albino version of Undertaker? What do they call that guy? There was there was like a blonde, like super pale version of Undertaker, and he had hair almost like this. It's kind of the same look. You know what I'm talking about?
I don't recall.
Oh God, what was his name? Mordecai. Someone just said it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's when I wasn't watching. That name was coming to mind, but I couldn't think of the name.
The Upper Decker. That's good.
The Upper Decker. Damn, homie.
The Undertaker.
Just
versus
joined the
Upper
stream.
Decker.
Why is Jeff in overalls?
Thank you, Vic Cooper. I'll allow Jeff to answer that for you.
Yeah, here's
They
Mordecai.
They look sexy as fuck, my dude. Get you in some overalls. Bitches love. Yeah, he looks like an idiot.
Yeah. They were just trying to like recycle a gimmick, but instead of dark, they used light instead.
Mop it line and chalk.
Oh, that's it.
They
Wow,
flip
that's weird.
this guy around. That'd be nice.
Here's
if you flip this around, he's gonna look like Ben.
It's evil Ben. And we
Oh,
found him.
he's my Mordecai.
Oh my
You're
God.
Mordecai.
Yeah, he's your Mordecai for sure. Billy nailed it.
If you have the best medical equipment and the best medicine, what's wrong with my fucking hands? What's wrong with my fucking leg?
He's tweeting at Donald Trump.
When Trump's, we got the best medical equipment. We got the best. Well, Ricky.
I love Ricky.
Ricky, I'd hate to be the bearer of bad news, dude, but you're Canadian.
Yeah.
If you were American, you'd be fucking tap dancing right now.
What the fuck?
Yeah. He usually at the end, he usually goes, like that.
He's a funny boy.
See, y'all see the president on the field staring at the ball, at the baseball.
At the
President
baseball.
this white guy is on the field.
The white
staring at
guy.
the ball.
The white guy's on the field.
I'm definitely smoking more
See,
weed
y'all
for
see
this guy.
it?
That's it.
Yeah.
See, y'all see the president on the field staring at the ball. Y'all see it?
Yeah.
So the guy is staring at the ball. Y'all
I see him. Yep. He's got a ball.
Baseball.
I see that guy. I see him. I see a guy right there.
See that guy? See that guy?
I see that guy.
Y'all see a guy on the field staring at the ball.
I see a guy on the field getting a ball.
See that
also
guy?
I got this thing over my head.
I
the
see
guy's
that.
on the field playing baseball, and I know.
Looks like he's having fun.
They both look like they're having fun. The guy playing baseball and Kevin Joseph King here. He has a calendar
Like how my niece or
collection.
nephew talks to me.
Yeah. Yes, and I'll tell you what. He likes to take his calendars down. He has like 10 calendars on his wall. He likes to take them down and show everyone and talk about them.
That's content. You have 10 calendars.
That's nice.
That's 10 new videos every month.
And every now he talks about current events too. He talks about police cop chokehold and stop the protest. Yeah, and stop the protesting now. He was really mad about the protests and wanted them to stop. And
I
he
respect his opinion.
Sure.
There's more thought that's put into this dude's content than Tim Pool. So like, fucking hey, dude, this dude needs like a shit ton of subscribers.
He does.
And more calendars. We need to make sure he doesn't run out of any fuel.
You know that grant that Steve Shives got from VidCon? This guy should get it next year.
Fucking straight up, dude.
He needs to drop like a crate of calendars off at his front yard. We'll be making these videos for decades.
It's fun to play baseball. It is. He can run, make the home run, and everything.
He can make a home run and everything.
He hit a one, make the home run. He throw the ball like that.
Yeah,
the guy on the field, he throw the ball like that. He will make a home run. This guy right there make a home run.
That guy.
Throw the ball like that.
Hold on though, I'm confused. Who? Which guy? Which guy can make the home
It's the
run?
baseball player on the calendar, Ben.
Which guy?
He's talking about the one baseball player there on the calendar. There's only one guy
The
on the
one
calendar.
baseball player on the calendar
Yeah.
could do what now?
Well, he could make a home run.
The guy.
This guy is really controversial, but I respect his opinion.
Yeah, he has some severely hot takes.
You know what I mean? And he'll win.
For those of you wondering,
and the other guy will catch the ball.
I'm going to do my
He will
OnlyFans
make-
video putting out my obese cock chokehold.
Obese cock chokehold.
Obese cock chokehold.
What is
that
it? Wait, how do you do? How do you do one of those?
You can only see it on my OnlyFans.
Obese cock.
My obese cock chokehold. Obese cock chokehold.
Can you describe it in explicit detail?
Only on my OnlyFans.
Okay.
You see my obese cock chokehold? Obese
Is
cock
it a learning
chokehold.
video? Or is it just like
You gonna learn. You gonna learn.
Do obese cock chokehold.
Okay.
You gonna learn today.
You know what you should do? You should do it to a giant Ninja Turtle.
Obese cock chokehold. Throw fuck this Ninja Turtle. Throw fuck this Ninja Turtle with my obese cock chokehold.
Get Seth to hold the camera.
Obese cock chokehold.
Well, that's all I have as far as the oddities segment goes. So we're gonna go into.
I assume the calendar video just goes on for another 32 minutes or so.
I mean, it goes on. I guess we'll get some Streamlabs in to read too when we get past this.
Wow.
Turn off the goddamn internet.
I see some people in chat. They thought I said obese cop chokehold.
Oh, cock. You said cock.
I said cock. Obese cock chokehold. Cock.
It's very similar. It's very similar.
Very
but
similar,
it is
guys.
Just a little different.
Very similar.
Only one puts you in jail.
Wait.
All right. Yeah. If there's any Streamlabs to read, feel free to.
There is.
All right.
We had a tip train. Someone claiming to be on the tip train. They started the tip train. I believe it was Allagass. Started the tip train. Tip train chokehold. We had Lord of Nurgle. Say, I painted a model of an obese sea cow today, along with my other.
I saw those on Twitter. Yeah,
they look great. We probably should have brought them up to show everybody so that they could be jealous that they didn't paint their actual maniacs, or if they did, they could send us the ones they painted. And the Robot Chicken MLP says, "Oh my fucking god, COVID has brought out the worst of Trump." Is this the worst?
I mean, I haven't. It just keeps escalating. I don't know. I don't know where the worst is.
It just seems regular. And then we got a big love from Jimboski Games, obviously, and another big 20 money came in a second ago, and it's not reloading on my stream, but I'll figure it out one day. I'll be a real boy one day. I think we're all up to date.
All right. What do we got here?
Big cock chokehold.
Police cop chokehold.
Police cock chokehold. Obese cock chokehold.
Obese cock chokehold.
Oh, Vic Cooper, yeah, she gave the big one about Jeff and his overalls. Oh, this is a Proud Boy?
So I guess I'm here to explain what the Proud Boys are.
Is driving the best time to do it?
Which is a multinational fraternity for natural-born men that think Western culture is the best culture.
Did you see the Reddit post?
That's it.
It was I was a proud boy, now I'm a proud girl.
That's
it was
hilarious.
it was huge on Reddit. So a nice Proud Boy got transitioned.
Yeah, I don't think by the official rules they're welcome in the Proud Boys.
Natural born men.
Yeah.
It is a drinking club. It's a fraternity. It's a brotherhood.
It's a fraternity
for guys that are guys.
It's like,
he's trying to make it sound like the Elks Lodge or something like that.
It's like Alcohol Anonymous for lonely losers.
Western culture is the best culture. Basically, it's an America First fraternity, brotherhood. Now, started back in like 2015, 2016 by a guy named Gavin McInnes. He was the vice president for Vice.
Co-founder of Vice.
Like Vice TV Network, Vice Telecommunications.
You got it, dude. Good job. You know your history, you Proud Boy.
And
my favorite thing about Proud Boys this week was the hashtag Proud Boys on Twitter was bringing up very, very gay people kissing and saying these are the real Proud Boys. I love that. I love that. Any fucking man who wants to celebrate his manlyhood should be able to do it. But if it takes you getting together with a bunch of fucking losers to do it, you're not that much of a man.
I like how he said it was multinational and America First. Like, what?
Yeah, well, that's the thing that most of them don't really like it when you point it out to them, is that the Proud Boys was started by Gavin McInnes. Gavin McInnes is a fucking Canadian.
Right.
So you have a foreign national coming to America and starting a violent street gang. Like there's video footage of Gavin McInnes on the streets of an American city waving a sword, like reciting a fucking speech by a Japanese politician or some shit, and talking about letting loose war on the streets. And then later that night, his fucking gang went and beat the shit out of a bunch of fucking people.
So
but strangely, they're considered a patriotic organization, even though they were led by a Canadian to go beat the fuck out of a bunch of Americans. That's weird.
This is what Proud Boys is to me. And I don't know if this is correct, but I'm going to say it is. Proud Boys is a group of tiny, small-minded males who LARP as real men.
I think let's see if he agrees with you.
He realized that men were being vilified. Masculinity was being vilified. All of a sudden, there was this toxic masculinity.
See, this is the great thing.
buzzword.
Masculinity is fucking championed. People love masculinity. Y'all motherfuckers fake masculinity and give it a bad name. That's why it's become toxic, because you're not good at it and you cry about it. The least fucking manly thing I could think of.
We should start our own group called the Sweet Boys.
No.
And can we wear
I like that?
Can we wear Fred Perry's but pink instead of yellow? No. Instead of yellow?
No. We're gonna continue to stand on our own two fucking feet like men do. Jesus Christ.
We jump you into the Sweet Boys by we all basically using like a fuck puppet while you desperately try and recite breakfast cereal with cock in your mouth.
Okay, I like that one.
Yeah. But anyway, go ahead. Yeah, please.
Thrown around. And the guy realized that somewhere over the last 20, 30 years, the fraternal organizations like the Moose Lodge, the Shriners, the places where men could just go to be men, the fraternities, had basically been outlawed, cancel cultured. So instead of going...
Cancel cultured and outlawed are not the same thing.
They're still there, aren't they?
Yeah. I've seen one.
What does he mean outlawed? Outlawed means there's a law against it.
Luck.
I'm pretty sure if one shut down near him, that just means nobody was going.
Probably, yeah. They didn't have the money to keep it open or something like that. This is such a dumb fucking argument. I don't understand. A place where men can just go and be men. Bitch, I never stopped being a man. If you
That's just called the woods.
No, you know what it's called?
It's just go with your buddies into the fucking woods. Go shoot your fucking guns. They're there. You're being a fucking man. But at the same time, if you feel like when you get home to your wife, you're no longer a man, the problem isn't with the world and how it views masculinity.
Yeah.
The problem is with your fucking marriage, dude.
I never hear about this.
This is where a man should go to feel like a man. Any fucking where he wants. Jesus Christ, how simple is that context? The reason you don't feel like men is because you're fucking not. You have to get together and LARP as men because you're little fucking incel bitch boys. And you go around and you beat up fucking people in packs. You fight like the fucking white dudes on Jerry Springer. You know that to be true. If you didn't have the numbers game, you'd have the fucking scars to prove what a fucking bitch you are. And you still do. I've seen some of the videos where you get fucking handled by one guy in your pack mentality. You're embarrassing. You're fucking garbage human beings from the floor to the fucking snore of a brain you call your fucking belief system. Garbage, trash, human. Eat shit and die.
Donald
in Minecraft.
Donald Trump just tweeted about 15 minutes ago, and he says, if I am to send a standalone bill for stimulus checks, they will go out to our great people immediately. I am ready to sign right now. Are you listening, Nancy?
Nancy, you better fucking get me my money, Nancy. Grossy Pelosi. Get me my money.
If I get another $1,200 stimulus check, I'm getting a gold Chiapa Rhino and 357 Magnum. God damn it, that's my shit.
Why are we stopping at $1,200? We need $2,000 a month until this fucking shit's over.
I agree.
Everybody in America needs $2,000 a month until this shit's over. Who's gonna pay for it? We are in 40 fucking years. But let's do it now. Get us over this hump. Let's go.
I'm so doomer pilled at this point. You remember like when we did get the stimulus check? We get the stimulus check after, and this is real shit. This is after he dumped 1.5 trillion with a T, $1 trillion to try and balance out the fucking stock market. That's real. That's totally fucking real. And then
I remember that.
And then the stimulus that got sent out to every American ended up being like, I don't even know, it was like 200 million or something like that. Like, okay, but I mean, holy shit, dude. That money that he dropped, it just evaporated because of market instability. Literally just devalued our dollar for no fucking reason whatsoever. Just devalued our fucking dollar. And he could have paid that $1,200 stimulus like for the next 2 years for every month with that money that he just evaporated into
It's
the
been
fucking...
seven months.
218 billion, which... Yeah, significantly less than.
It's been 7 months since they shut down everything. How much is $1,200 divided by 7? We're looking at about what, $157 a month to live off of. Thanks, Trump.
Yeah.
Thanks, Trump.
It's hard. Like I'm trying to think of like some rose-colored glasses way of just kind of like trying to be balanced on it. But no, this sucks, dude. It sucks.
Remember when he was like, "Look, y'all, we're gonna make it so they can't evict you for 3 months." Oh, cool. And then what happens at the end of the 3 months? Oh, you got to pay 3 months worth of rent. What?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, loan shark and stuff, man.
What?
Yeah, let me do you a favor. You just got to pay me back immediately.
Yeah. It wasn't even rent forgiveness. It was the government forcing landlords to basically like loom the threat more and more and more. Well, you'll come up with like what, $4,000 in 3 months to balance out your budget. It'll be fine. It'll be totally fine. No big deal. What
$171.42 a month and dropping by the day. This is JT24. That's how much the stimulus has paid out so far.
Yeah, then there was the unemployment, which helped a lot of people out, but they took that away.
Well, they only had it for until July 27th, I think.
Yeah, I think it started in April.
It started at the end of April, ended at the end of July. That was supposed to be for the duration of the illness.
And it was a disaster. Like a lot of these local agencies that handled unemployment in various states had never prepared for such an influx of legitimate claims. So a lot of people ended up not even getting their unemployment and not being able to talk to anyone because you couldn't go to an office because they were closed.
Yep. Tons of people that fucking shit happened to. I know a bunch of them personally. It is absolutely fucking insane. Insane. It's hard to like describe to people how absolutely batshit like dumb fuckery this is. But the thing that you got to keep in mind, this is the part that like really racks the brain. It's one thing that like, okay, the government's not going to help us. That sucks. Okay, well, whatever. It's another that like, wow, our government is completely and totally incompetent, and it dropped like massive amounts of money to the point that it devalued the very fucking dollar, trying to do something and it didn't work, so it just evaporated money. That's another thing that also sucks. You're like, okay, all right. But the thing that's fucked up is that money that they did that all with, that's your money. That ain't their money. They don't have any money. The government doesn't have any fucking money. That was your fucking money that they did that with.
Every tax-paying American is over $200,000 in debt to the United States.
It's insane.
Whatever you're worth right now, subtract $200,000 from that, because that goes to Uncle fucking Samuel. Samuel Longhorn, fuck him in the ass, Adams.
Samuel Longhorn.
Speed is not changing me from being doomer pilled, dude. This is fucked up.
We're gonna be just fine, and I'll tell you why. We always have been. Every generation thought it was the end of fucking times.
I mean, that's going to happen until it is the end of time.
Exactly. How lucky are we going to be if we get to witness that? Oh, my God. I'm not conceited enough to think that's going to happen, though.
You have to be conceited to think that's going to happen?
100%, yes. To the end of civilization as we know it is going to be in our lifetime. It's so fucking conceited.
Okay.
So, like, we're capable of doing that?
Yeah, like even if we were, like, you don't think there's gonna be somebody that comes in clutch last minute and saves the day? I've seen enough movies, dude. Ben Affleck's got our back. Fucking Ben Affleck coming in his Batman suit's gonna save us from Rona. Watch.
I can't wait to witness that. That's gonna be cool.
If it's a comeback king, maybe it's gonna be John Travolta instead. John Travolta comes in. He's got the best ideas. He turns the country around through smart economic policy and planning, and then he changes, using executive order, us from a Christian nation to a Scientology nation. I'm here for it, dude.
Scientology nation.
Yeah.
Someone says nothing can save us from an asteroid comet, at least not that I know of. Isn't there anti-comet defense systems that we have?
Never been tested, or it's not comets, right? Is it? It's asteroids, right?
Asteroids,
or it just might be like large objects in space. I think they try to identify them on their way.
Yeah,
I don't know how you
explode them. You can throw them off their trajectory. You can move them with things. They do have things that go against that.
That's Armageddon. They land on the asteroid and they put an explosive in there. And then somebody has to stay behind and die.
Yeah, they sing, I don't want to close my eyes. I don't want to fall asleep. Then that's how they save the world. That's how they save the world.
Yeah.
I've seen it. Dude, I could save the world. Karaoke every fucking time I save the world.
Oh, do you sing that in karaoke?
I don't want to close my eyes. I don't want to fall asleep. And the whole bar just starts to fucking live again. I saved us from COVID 7 times singing that song. But motherfucking coffers go out and party afterwards.
Have you seen this video? Check this
Mash
out.
you, homeboy! I'll fucking eat your fucking face off, motherfucker! You want a fucking piece?
Hold up.
Turn it off!
Hold up. Make America great. Pick up litter? Is that what Magpul means?
I don't know.
No, Magpul is a brand that makes weapon accessories.
Make America great. Pistol up.
Your lady parts?
Lady parts? Is that? I don't know what Magpul. What's it stand for, Jeff?
I have no idea. Well, I don't know.
I don't know. Make America great. Pissy underwear laundry.
Perfect. I don't think I'd go to that establishment, but it fits the acronym.
Magpul Industries takes its name from its first product, the Magpul magazine puller.
I like the guy next to him with the Trump America shirt on.
Watch what happens.
Oh. Hey, you guys shouldn't be here, bud. I'll fuck you off. Hey. Get up, motherfucker. Get up.
Maybe he thought that was a pinata and not a human.
That was a very terrible punch.
That guy, he did get arrested, though.
Good.
Yeah, he did. But that's a fucking terrible punch. For a guy who's trying to, like, posture as Zalpa. First of all, you're punching some dork just standing there trying to, like, tell you the best advice you'll ever hear in your life at that point in time. But, like, if he's going to try and posture as an Alpha Chadmail, like, maybe know how to punch. It's awful. He doesn't like this. He punches like, you know what he punches like? He punches like Harrison Ford in all of the Indiana Jones movies.
It's true. His punches are awful.
Are you sure
you guys
this...
ever, like, pay real close attention? Harrison Ford, in every punch that he throws a lot of punches in those few movies. He punches like this. And he makes his face like he just shit his pants, like, oh,
wasn't he
bad.
shitting his pants so bad in one of the episodes? In one of the Indiana Jones movies, he had to fucking shoot a guy because he had the shit so bad?
Something like that.
Isn't that the fight scene where he just pulls the gun out and shoots the guy? It's because he had to shit.
He has to poop.
Yeah,
No,
it's literally because he has to poop. He was
It's
supposed to
just
fight
deep
the
lore.
guy. This is real. He was supposed to fight the guy. He pulls the gun out and shoots him because he didn't want to fucking shit himself during the fight because he had the rot gut.
Really?
Yes.
That's hilarious. Holy shit. I didn't know that.
And I'm pretty sure this is not actually real. This is a sequel to Napoleon Dynamite.
This?
Yeah, this is Kip after he was fucking became a cage fighter. And he's like, why don't you come here and show me Napoleon? And then Napoleon came up to him and he fucking kipped his ass out. For La Fonda. He's a fucking man now. He's a pit fighter. He's balling out La Fonda. Goddamn right he's gonna have a Magpul hat on, sporting Trump.
Can I see this pussy ass punch one more time?
Yeah.
Smash you, homeboy! I'll fucking eat your fucking face off, motherfucker!
He'll eat his face off.
Gosh.
Very
You wanna
progressive.
fucking
Huh?
piece? Turn it
Here it
off!
comes. Here it comes.
I'll fuck you off! Hey! Get up, motherfucker!
Take that!
Get up!
Get up.
Get up.
Get up. Man, imagine if you were the type of man that had to swing first on a fucking Napoleon Dynamite lookalike. What a pussy. What a garbage pussy.
Not even anywhere that they gotta like really be at. They're out in front of a Buc-ee's. It's a gas station and food.
Yeah, they have
It's not
great.
like they're blocking the road or nothing. It's just we're gonna go to the gas station, buy a burrito, and fill up our
They have
cars.
great snacks
and
at
cry.
Buc-ee's.
I got great stuff up there. I guess, I'd be a little bit bummed out, but be like, oh shit, there's a bunch of assholes up there. Guess I'm going to Circle K then.
There's something afoot at the Circle K.
Based in red pill.
Basted red pill.
Violence
This is some
solves
intro.
everything.
All right. Let's see your clip. Wow, what an intro.
Non-white people thank white people. How about a little bit of gratitude? These people come here, this country was 90% white in the 1960s at our apex, go figure. We were 90% white in the 1960s, and this was the greatest country that had ever been created. The most advanced technologically, the most civilized, the safest.
Thanks to Hitler
the
losing.
best, and there's no question about it. And we let these people come here. We changed the world
We
for
let
the
these
better.
Germans come here and give us the technology that Hitler was working on so we could build our country post-war with all the advancements that Hitler brought us. That's why Nick
said
loves
you
it
wanted
so
to-
much.
What?
I mean, I'm not lying here.
The world is a dark place. The world always has been. But we made it different. European civilization made it different over the past 500 years. We lifted people out of poverty. We built roads. We built railroads.
We created great debt where there was no debt before.
I don't think Nick likes the way things are in Europe though now. So why?
But
is
you
he-
know why, Ben? They opened their borders to
They
Bill
open their
Cosby?
borders. They open their borders to other European countries in the European Union.
Jennifer Robbins says that happened near them, and they don't want to go near a Buc-ee's no more. Where are you going to get your quality snacks, though?
Roads. We harvested resources. We invented great things. We created.
I like how he says "we," like he had any hand in inventing or accomplishing any of this.
Yeah.
shit.
This guy,
He's got a similar skin color, and somehow he gets to take credit for all of the great inventions and advancements of humanity.
he didn't invent racism. He didn't invent that stupid Fortnite T-pose he does. He's a fucking...
Wouldn't matter if you're talking about Western civilization or any of it when you just talk about the good things your ancestors did like you did them.
They're not even
It
his
is kinda
ancestors, you know?
egotistical.
Like,
Well, yeah, they may not be. You may just be related. Who knows? Be all sorts of things going up that family tree.
He's one of those guys.
People.
but yeah, you don't even get to take credit for like anything other people do. If you had no even if your parents accomplished something amazing, you don't get to take credit for what they did. It's dumb.
We
Lots
created
of successful people have douchebag children that accomplish nothing.
There you go.
rights
Very
where none
common.
had existed before. And these people come to our civilization and they blame us because the world is the way that it is. They blame us. They come here and they burn down our buildings. They take our money and all the rest. How about a little bit of gratitude from all the rest? Coming here and saying, thanks for ending slavery in the world. Thanks for creating rights. Thanks for creating equality. Thanks for
ending the slavery, but I'll just sweep the part where you kept it going under the rug.
White people didn't invent slavery.
Oh, I've heard this one.
Okay.
Yeah, I've heard this one
They
before.
ended it. Give some points to the whites for that one. They didn't start slavery. They finished it.
creating cars and rocket ships.
What'd you say?
Nothing. I didn't say shit. I didn't say
And all
we
this, and
perfected it.
instead we get a reminder of the horrors of slavery, says Ben Shapiro. glass half empty people in this planet.
Glass half empty.
Yeah, that'll be really great.
Nobody focuses on the positives of slavery. These glass half empty people. What the fuck?
They're just pessimists.
What the fuck?
Great in 100 years when nobody else is able to replicate or even perpetuate what we've created, because that's the future. Is not one person will be able, not one people will be able to replicate or perpetuate what Europeans have done for the world. That's just the truth. Juneteenth.
Look at all China has done in the last 30 fucking years, my dude. Look, China did more industrially in 30 years than we did in 100. That should fucking scare the shit out of you. Because you're whitewashed, you don't give a fuck. You're still touting America as number one. Let's list off the number ones America is accountable for. People imprisoned. People who believe in angels. We're number one for military force. And we're number one for fucking COVID cases. Thank you, Jeffrey. Thank you. Those are America's number ones.
100 in the year.
I get really annoyed with the we have to embrace and love in Western culture. It's very vapid. It's very specific. It's usually people trying to be like, I can take glory, unneeded and undeserving fucking glory from the accomplishments of my forebears. But they only can do so in a very, very specific frame of mind. The excellence and the increase in innovation that happened in the West, in white European countries, is obviously it was great, but the golden age of Islam lasted something like 10 times longer throughout history. And while Islam was like mapping the fucking stars, people in white European countries were still shitting in ditches. So
they had some pretty intricate ditches, though.
No.
Have you seen the movie where they have Tesla versus Edison that came out recently?
No.
It's like, I think Tesla was played by Benedict Cumberbatch or something. I don't know. They need to make one that's Bill Toilet versus John Crapper. That's the fucking movie we need. Fuck this electricity inventor bullshit. We need the people that made toilets effectively the best Western invention, because those Muslims you're talking about, they still shit on the floor. Okay, you can't tell us that ditches were that far behind.
2100, they'll be living in squalor and violence and lawlessness, and they'll still be saying those evil white people. Look at those evil white people and what they did.
I mean, who cares what assholes on the internet think about you? If it bothers you that much, then just don't pay attention to it.
I think
they don't celebrate me.
I think we're all very happy. We're all very happy to be in this world today, obviously. Not one of us has complained about anything the world has given us in the last 20 years. Thank you, white people, for that. Thank you. For the lack of complaints. I haven't thought of one thing I can complain about. It's been perfect. Everything's been satisfactory up until this point.
Satisfactory. It's been on par. It has been.
That's Nick Fuentes. I expected someone more charismatic. Nah, that's Nick, dude. That's totally Nick Fuentes.
Who said that?
Ape.
Somebody in the chat.
Oh.
They're expecting somebody more charismatic. But I mean, like,
I want him and Caiden to go head toe to toe in the octagon.
In the coctagon.
The thing that's really sad about both these gentlemen is, like, neither of them have any actual marketable skills, and the only time that they're going to see any success is if they grab onto, like, literally the worst parts of any kind of audience they can get just for shock value. But otherwise, no. They're like, look, here's the thing. I hate to break this down for all of you right-wing guys who are thinking about maybe getting into YouTube and whatnot, but at this point, they're so flooded. If you're white and you're male and you try and do right-wing content, you'll get stomped out of existence, and they'll find, somebody who has like some sort of tokenism and put them in your place. You're literally getting like edged out by what's it called?
Red Pill
Equal
Black?
Opportunity. No, Equal Opportunity. Like
Oh.
it's like equal opportunity for fucking content creation. And it's the right wing that's doing it. So sorry guys.
Here's a
No
little
room for
Caiden Cowger for anyone who's watching that isn't familiar with his content.
So over the weekend, I've been thinking how to approach this Trump video thing.
He does this fake voice where he's trying to be almost like Rush Limbaugh. In another video.
Let me tell you, this is how you broadcast with your voice on the internet.com.
Because Trump made these absolutely horrible remarks regarding women. For lack of a better word, they were deplorable.
You know his parents set this up for him, like, here you go, honey. You can do your little radio show.
We're going to get you a microphone for your computer. You just have to stop playing that Call of Duty.
But
unholy Call of Duty.
They were horrible remarks. But then something hit me. These remarks happened 11 years ago. 11 years ago. 11 years ago, Trump
Was it 11 years
was
ago?
a Democrat when he made the...
Oh, okay. Yeah, this video is great because he's like, yeah, Trump said some horrible stuff. He was a Democrat when he did that.
And if you take the red pill, you automatically become a good person.
When I finally get outed for all the non-sweet boy shit I do that I've been hiding for the last 10 years, I'm totally becoming a Republican. Clean slate.
Those
honestly, that's the smartest thing you could do. Legit.
Yeah.
Actually, we had this theory that like when things were looking really bad for Onision and Chris Hansen it looked like Chris Hansen was going to get Onision canceled and shit. We said Onision should just turn like total alt-right and start like a alt-right. Yeah, just go full on alt-right Onision. Owning the fucking libs.
Yeah, the alt-right would be like, you waited till she was 18 to bang her? Wow, dude.
Getting red pilled on the JQ.
You got
know
restraint, dude.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome. I want to see Fascio Onision. That'd be fucking awesome.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Isn't that Milo guy? Isn't that the same thing?
Well, he's the gay, like he's gay. That's his shtick. Is he's like right wing and gay.
Yeah, Nick Fuentes only has a job because Milo said what he said on this show.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
We need our right-wing pundits to be ambiguously gay, not openly.
You guys really that really just took a dent out of everything when that happened. That was wild.
Yeah, Milo had to sell his fucking stupid throne on eBay because of this. I wanted to buy it too. I love thrones.
Milo did a debate with Destiny like a few months ago, and he seems a little different. I think he has a few different positions on some things.
Is one of them reverse Cowger?
Reverse Cowger.
Yeah, he's interesting. He's different. I mean, Milo is a lot like a lot of the other right-wing agitators. He started out doing like left-wing agitation fucking journalism. You know, Milo had like a Jufro at the time. It was like really crazy. No fashion sense, no style, no pearls around his fucking.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, and he was a hardcore left-wing journalist, and then all of a sudden, like, feminism is worse than cancer. Milo heavens. Like,
Yeah, he started working for Breitbart and stuff. I remember when we had him on here, I asked him if he had ever met Andrew Breitbart, and he said he hadn't. Like, he didn't even know Andrew Breitbart. He was like, because Breitbart died before he even came around. Breitbart died suddenly, like out of nowhere, and at a pretty young age. It was very unexpected. Reverse Cowger. Oh man, someone's got to make me a Photoshop art. Like if you took Reverse Cowger in your head and put it on in something visual, what would that look like to you? And please give it to me so I can send it to Caiden Cowger on Twitter.
Just get a couple of guys doing reverse cowgirl position and Photoshop Cowger's face on it.
Look, I catch a lot of shit from people saying my voice is fake, but I don't talk like I'm Casey Kasem or some old radio person. Hello, everybody. Here's my bottom of the barrel, feeding off the ground, scum-sucking opinion. You'll agree with it if you're crazy, and you'll give me your money.
I'm going to talk
Come
like
on.
a host from NPR.
Casey Kasem had a golden voice.
Yeah, Casey. Okay, so in
few
about
things more annoying than the NPR voice. God damn it!
in about 5 minutes or so, 5 to 10 minutes, we're gonna go to Twitch. We're gonna do the post show on Twitch. So, if you want to catch more of the show, you want to go over there. It's like the show is continuing over there, so you don't want to miss it. Twitch is a little different too. I think we have good times on Twitch.
We have good times.
Yeah.
On Twitch.
We usually start taking off some of our clothes. It's
No,
better.
you can't do
It's
that
nice.
on Twitch. You can't do that.
Yes, you
Take
can,
it
Ben. They should totally
to
check
the
out
limit.
Twitch.
Yeah, twitch.tv/Drunken Peasants.
I'm
There's
gonna show my asshole.
There's a link in the description, twitch.tv/Drunken Peasants. You should go there, and we will be there in a few minutes. We go directly there, too. Like, this stream ends, and it's seamless. Like, both streams are actually live for, like, a minute or two. And Monty, I believe this is Monty typing in the chat. I'll take my clothes off in the Twitch chat, so there you go.
We're all going to be naked either in real life or in spirit.
In
over on
spirit
the
here.
Twitch. Right. Sure.
Take it
Why not?
to the limit. Take it to the limit.
Have you guys ever seen that show Naked and Afraid, where they take two people and put them in the wilderness naked together?
Yeah.
And like the first,
It's awesome.
the first time they meet each other, they're just naked in front of each other.
Do they ever bang in that show?
I don't know. I've only seen it a
Yes.
couple times,
They
but
do
I just
bang?
remember being like,
Yes.
"Oh my god!"
Yes.
Good.
It happens.
Good.
Every now and then it happens. Yeah.
Good.
That show's awesome as fuck. I would do great. I'd be just super awesome. I'm awesome naked. I do great things when I'm naked.
Why don't you apply?
I'm the best at being naked. No one's being better at being naked than me. Believe me,
That's
I
right.
know naked.
Jeff, you should apply for Naked and Afraid.
Is it still on?
I should.
Yeah,
Oh.
I'm pretty sure it's still on.
Oh.
What? No, I mean, you can't actually be naked right now. They have to wear face masks.
Well, Cops is coming back. It didn't stop them.
Is
Got
Cops
canceled
coming
for, what,
back?
6 months. Yeah, it's on the way. They're already
What you
recording.
going? What the hell?
Can't stop Cops.
Wow.
Gross.
Yeah, I thought it was canceled. I thought I remember like.
They're like, okay, this is how you know the movement is over. Cops feels comfortable coming back.
They're on
No,
the
that's probably why they're doing it. To be honest.
All suspects are innocent until proven guilty in a court of law.
Show comes
Naked
back.
and
It's like a 3 hour and 30-minute block now. It's like, well, we just got all this extra footage.
On sweeps week, they guarantee a fucking shooting.
At least one fatality a month tonight on Cats.
Oh man, that's such a good promo. Holy shit. I love it.
I'd fucking watch. I'd be waiting every week. It's like, oh, is this it? Oh, is this guy getting shot? Nope. Oh, well, it'll come. Every month it happens.
All right. We are going live to Twitch. Are you guys going to join us too, or do you got to go?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right. That settles it, Jeff.
Pyrotechnist said, Jeff, I stole your shirt in Ark.
What? Oh, yeah. Someone says they stole your shirt in Ark.
In Ark. That's Manny.
Oh.
Manny says he stole your shirt in Ark.
Bitch, I'm gonna come get that shit. You think I'm playing? I'll fucking murder you and your whole family.
Is that the only?
Yeah, that's the only one.
Fair
All right.
enough.
We'll see you guys over on Twitch. We're going there right now. And we'll see you back here on Thursday. Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Oh shit! You know what? I'm fixing this right now so it doesn't go wrong.
Oh shit!
I remembered last minute. All right. Good night.
In the beginning, there was nothing. And then there was the Drunken Peasants Podcast.
Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. Drunken peasants from the strangest corners of the internet, gonna get TP'd by Billy and Ben. You know where you can find them at. Get ready, cause they're gonna kick your Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants.